Hey there, everybody. How you guys doing today? I am Fraggin, although some may call me Matthew or Matt, depending on who you talk to. And a friend pointed out the Escapist indie game showcase to me. Now, I do like me some good indie games, and I figured it might be fun to watch. Maybe we'll see some interesting games that we can kind of look forward to in the upcoming months. I figured instead of doing this by myself, I would do this with a friend. Known as Megan or Buzzy, once again, depending on who you ask. And yeah, I just figured it'd be fun to just check out some nice indie games and see what happens. So, let's watch the Escapist Indie Game Showcase. Okay, Megan, you ready?
Yes.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello everyone, Yahtzee here.
Welcome to the
it's
Ben
Escapist
Yahtzee
Indie
Showcase.
Showcase. I love indie games, and I can only hope you do too, because you're going to be
I
seeing
kinda
a lot
forgot
of the buggers.
Yahtzee
We've
was
got
part of the
gameplay
Escapist.
trailers, other kinds of trailers.
I forgot
loads
that
of
too,
exclusive
actually.
Premieres and reveals. So just to reiterate,
I just
if you
haven't
don't
watched
love indie
anything
games,
zero
you're probably in the wrong
punctuation in a
place.
long
You're probably
time.
confused as to why you're still here.
Yeah, see, I used
So
to
without
really
further ado,
like
take it
Yahtzee
away,
too.
Indie games.
I mean, I shouldn't say used to. I just used to watch him a lot because I found him funny. I still think he's cool. I do love a good British snark.
Oh no, I definitely liked his content. It just kind of grew out of it after a while, so I stopped watching it.
Oh, is he Australian?
World
I don't
premiere.
remember what Yahtzee is anymore.
I'm pretty sure he's actually British.
I think he's British. That is a British accent. I'm pretty sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Sometimes. I don't know. Alright, so what's this?
I
Already
do
it looks
love how
pretty.
it seems like a lot more games are doing like this cartoony type art style.
Yeah, well, the thing I like about this too is they age so much better because of it, right?
I will say that this trailer is giving me vibes of like Breath of the Wild.
Ooh, you're right, it does, yeah. There's some Wind Waker going on here too. This is a Zelda clone, clearly.
I was gonna say, it's not Wind Waker just because it has a boat, dude.
Look, man, I'm just saying. What are the
I
odds?
like it. I think it looks interesting.
See, I do like games like this. I think they're really, really neat. I like the exploration aspect. I do like
I was
that
gonna
kind
say,
of
if I
stuff.
had to guess, this looks like it might be a survival game. A lot of crafting, from what I see. A lot of hunting,
Oh,
material gathering. Might even just be a Monster Hunter type clone.
yeah, it might be a mixture of like survival.
That
and
is
Monster
quite the
Hunter.
raft, though. Like, holy shit.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by this. Oh, giant squid. Mmm. Oh, you're going into portals and stuff
Dude,
too.
why do they have a campfire on the wooden raft? That sounds like a terrible idea.
that does seem like a pretty bad idea, actually. Oh no, my raft is now destroyed. Okay, you know
It
what?
looks cool,
That seems
though.
fairly right. Yeah, it seems good. It seems fun.
I will
Sounds like
say
a game
that
I'd
pre-order
like.
outfit kind of makes her look very similar to Korra. Oh.
Ooh. Dive into your dream. Face your nightmares, making you can fight Tim Hortons.
Yeah, it's not really in my nightmares, dude. If anything, I don't have dreams when I'm stressed about Tim's. It's weird. Okay. So, I'm getting... This is like some kind of action hack and slash. But it looks like it might have like puzzle elements into it too.
Yeah, I'm getting good vibes. I don't know if that's the kind of game I'd really be too into, but like I get good vibes from it.
I could see it being fun. It'd be something I would probably pick up when it goes on sale at some point, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whether or not I actually play it's another thing, because I don't tend to play my games.
Megan, don't expose yourself like that. I'm the one that's supposed to be doing that to you.
So I'm assuming this is like a visual novel type game based on vampires.
Interesting. It looks, yeah. Looks like
Probably
there's like a
similar to
deck
something like
builder.
Valhalla. not a huge fan of the art style of the characters, but it could be something that could grow on me if I played it.
Yeah, like it looks interesting to me. I can kind of dig it. Looks like there's some deck building elements. From the tiny bit I saw, it has vampires. That's kind of cool, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's an interesting setting. They don't really tell you much about the world itself, though. It
6 months
seems like
ago,
a very generic
you
trailer.
died
Though.
and were reborn as something more.
There you go. Now we're learning a little bit more.
A predator. Not a mere creature of the night, but one of its masters. At least that's how things should have been. Unfortunately, the world has
Look at
changed.
the credit card in the
secret
bottom
is
right
out.
there.
Vampires
His wealth,
have been
he's broke, he's
exposed to
just
everyone,
another vampire.
living or dead, now has to decide what happens next. Hi there, I'm Richard, writer and designer of Nighthawks, the upcoming vampire RPG from Watchin Games and the Curiosity Engine. Nighthawks was inspired by both the great urban fantasy.
That guy does
games
look pretty
of the past
mysterious.
And me wanting to see more.
Yeah,
of them,
you're right. Okay,
coupled with my
that
own
is a
work
good.
on
That is a good
narrative
credit
titles
card.
Like Sun Sea and Sun Skies. It felt like a really cool combination, and just under 4,000 generous Kickstarter backers seem to agree. Which brings us to now. In Nighthawks,
I mean, it looks like it could be interesting. I don't know if it'd be necessarily something I'd want to play, though.
Running a failing nightclub on the
Yeah.
one side of the tracks and slowly crawling up from the gutter to a position of real.
I will say, I feel like this is more my kind of game
It's a
as
dark
opposed to
comic
yours.
Definitely
Strange
more your kind
characters
of game
and
than mine.
stories around
I don't.
Yeah.
I like
As
visual
brought to
novels
life
every
by
now and
the
then, but
awesome 4K
I like them to
artwork
be
of Ben
more
Chandler
story based,
and
and
music
this
of Thomas
seems like
Reagan. And when we're
not
finished,
quite
we'll even have full
like
voice acting
driven
as well.
that way.
Fight, feed, and find your place in a very different kind of vampire game. One where the nights may be dark, but tomorrow is always a fresh start.
Oh,
We
I wonder
can't
what
wait to
happens
show
if you
more of
actually
Nighthawks.
stay out too
So
late.
if
So you
you
just get a
like
game
what you're
over.
seeing, why not
Ooh,
hit that wish list button?
that's interesting.
And maybe go
Yeah,
and check
yeah,
out
I'd
some
be
of the
curious
longer
to know.
development diaries that we've been putting up over on the Kickstarter page.
I feel like they'll
And
just cop out
By
and
the
like
way,
send you
when
home
you do get
immediately.
into the city, don't trust Maze. Pro tip.
Possibly. Yeah, I do feel like that is more my kind of game as opposed to yours, though. That's something I feel like I'd certainly enjoy. SpongeBob.
I've been curious about this since they announced it, but I never actually played the original Battle for Bikini Bottom. So
I never played the original either.
Flying squirrel coming through.
it definitely looks like an older 3D platformer. It looks like they almost took the same engine and just updated the textures.
Yeah, I think they did. I think that is what they did. Yeah, I never played the original either. I've heard nothing but good stuff. I think I even
If
explained
that's
it
the
on
case,
my
though,
stream.
I'm not quite that interested in it because I would much prefer it to, like, essentially be in a modern engine, and it feels a little janky.
Yeah, once again, this is probably something a bit more my speed. Hey, because I'm okay with SpongeBob. Mostly older SpongeBob. But
I don't mind SpongeBob, and like I do like 3D platforms every now and then. I just don't know if this would be something I'd necessarily gravitate
Nice
towards.
job, SpongeBob. That was some fancy sliding.
They also got somebody else to voice Mr. Krabs there.
yeah, I heard about that. That is kind of a bummer, to be honest. So I'm liking the look of this one already. Oh, that's interesting. That's spooky. I'm liking the vibe of this one.
So it definitely seems to have some kind of horror element to it as well.
Yeah.
It does remind me a lot of Inside, actually, in Limbo.
You know what? Yeah, it does. It does. You're right. I like it. I like this. Oh, and is it turn-based? Like turn-based combat?
As to say, it looks like a turn-based RPG.
That's unexpected, but
And if
I
that's the
kinda like
case, that interests me a lot more.
Yeah, that's very different for what this game kind of looks to be. Oh, dude, hell yeah.
Oh. Oh?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, dude, look at that. So that's like skateboarding, kind of, but on a little boat. Okay, I like this.
Yeah, see, I thought this was going to be like a typical, like, wakeboard racing game. but it seems like they're incorporating elements from like you said, skateboarding Tony Hawk games,
Yeah,
which makes it seem kind of interesting.
it does. Yeah, no, I'm liking this. Big wieners.
I will say the level design does remind me a lot of Hat in Time.
Yeah, yeah. I see what you mean with that. Yeah. See, this seems like a game that it would be really kind of fun to play. Like, I was never super into the Tony Hawk games. I did play them, but they're usually games that I play for a little bit and then kind of, put down for a while,
I know there was a period in time where I played a lot of Tony Hawk 4 on the PS2, but I never really got super into it. I played through like the campaign like once or twice, and then I was pretty much done unless my brother wanted to play multiplayer. And we did a little bit with like the track editor stuff, but we never actually made anything good. Also, I like how the company name is Funktronic Labs.
See, it seems like it'll be fun. Like, it does seem like it'll be a fun game.
Very happy to be part of these.
It looks very unique.
Today I'm
and
here
that's
to
very
talk
cool.
about our upcoming
Yeah,
project.
true.
It's called Wake.
I like this guy.
First skate boating game. It's kind of our modern take on the classic skating genre. Think of some games such as the classic Tony Hawk Pro Skater. It's kind of our love letter and also our way of kind of bringing a lot of what made those title strongs into the modern era. And one of the big things for us is also the music. Tony Hawk is very remembered for its classic soundtrack.
That is true.
And we wanted to kind of preserve that kind of nostalgic aesthetic.
I was gonna say, a lot of the music they had, wasn't it just licensed music for the most part?
Yeah, it was, but like...
Really kind of pop in
But
synthwave tracks.
see, it's so hard to describe, but like Tony Hawk, at least the old school games, are really known for like their music. Even though it really is just like a lot of licensed stuff. I think because it really fits with skating and like it also kind of fits.
No, and I mean that makes sense. Like the only song I remember playing was AC/DC TNT. But I guess that's the only song that actually made an impression on me when I was like 8 years old playing that.
See, I can think of like a couple, but their names aren't coming to me for some reason. That's like bothering me. See, once again, this kind of seems like...
It's looking to be similar to something like Tropico. Like a city builder type game.
So once again, probably something that's probably a bit more my speed. I don't know how you are with city builders, actually. I've never really heard you talk
many of
about
them, honestly. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm opposed to them. It's just a matter of haven't really played very many of them.
Dude, you should play some Tropico, play some City Skylines. I mean, the weeb in me is telling me, that this looks cool, right?
I was gonna say, it definitely looks very Japanese.
Oh no, the samurai.
Okay. So is this gonna be a mix between something like Total War and like a city builder game?
It is kind of...
Orders received. We'll burn any who approach.
Maybe a little bit like Stronghold as well, because I know Stronghold had some military aspect to it.
I was gonna say, I guess it depends on how it plays, but it even just looks a lot like an RTS game as well.
Oh, it is Stronghold, actually. Oh, what do you know?
Oh.
I told you, it felt a lot like how Stronghold tended to play.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh.
Well, I like this already.
This does look very similar to, Don't Starve. With more platforming in it. I don't know, I think it's interesting. I'm not a huge fan of the pixel art style, but I know a lot of people that like it.
Yeah, I enjoy this kind of art style to it.
I would say cel-shaded graphics are probably my favorite art style.
Yeah, those ones do age really well, for sure. Oh no, the rock slide.
Okay, so it's got some kind of puzzle elements. That's interesting.
See, I like the evil zombie squirrels. That appeals to me.
It does seem like there's a decent variety in gameplay too. Like there's platforming, there's like twin stick shooting from the looks of it. It also looks like there is almost like an auto-scroller type thing with the truck there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh.
Now this, here
Doom
we go.
clone.
This is my classic gameplay experience. Give me my Dooms, give me my Quake.
See, I'm
Let's
not
go.
opposed to having like a Doom clone, but the
You get a
textures
lot
and
of
stuff,
them,
it just
right?
it looks really bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna look great, but I mean, it's giving me that classic PC feel. See,
I
this is
know.
something
I
that'll
would just
cater
I would
to my
just prefer that if
nostalgia.
they were gonna make a Doom clone, that they would actually like not try to copy it literally to that aspect of it. Like make the gameplay similar, but make the actual game itself look good. Because for me personally, it's just I'm having a hard time like seeing what's what in this. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, some kind of environmental kill stuff. That's neat.
I do like when they incorporate stuff like that. It's pretty fun.
Oh, malicious face.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that's a very malicious face. Cerberus got a sword machine. Oh man, is this Excel world?
No. Although it does look like the protagonist is robot.
I mean, he doesn't have like a color associated with his name, but a name like Sword Machine feels very Excel world to me. I mean, come on, Megan, Dust Taker.
I mean, yeah, the names are kind of lame. I will say that. There's a lot of really weird ones, honestly, that are not like in the anime.
Okay, that's neat. So see, that's a game that like I think is neat, but like, would I buy it?
Oh, see, now
Right
this
away,
looks
nah.
like an RTS game. Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So like it's a mix between an RTS and like a twin stick
Good
shooter.
morning, Mr. Riggs.
Mr. Riggs.
We should go out and explore
It's
the area.
giving me a very StarCraft vibe with the sci-fi stuff.
It is, yeah.
There's a large hostile infestation nearby.
Kill it before it kills us.
We should build up our base as quickly as possible.
Let's place it close to a carbonium deposit.
Huh.
Crafting
Okay.
complete.
It's definitely very unique. I don't think I've ever seen a twin stick shooter that also has like city building type elements.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's really neat.
Ashley, use the rift portal to jump to the mining base. Rift jump successful.
I mean, it's badass.
So I'm assuming if you have multiple bases too, it also might be similar to like a tower defense game as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a really interesting
I
game.
can sense the ground shaking. I estimate a few thousand creatures.
That is a lot of creatures there.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be satisfying. This game seems like it'll be satisfying to play. Exor
Hi,
Studios.
we are Exor Studios from Poland. For the past 13 years, we have been making independent video games for various gaming platforms. Our most notable releases are Zombie Driver.
Oh, they
and
did
Exor
Zombie
Defense.
Driver. Okay, that's
Both
cool.
have been released on PC and consoles and earned
I've never
praise
seen either of
from the
these games.
audience and critics.
Zombie
alike.
Driver's pretty
We learned
fun.
a lot from making them. Currently, we are working on the Riftbreaker. It's a base-building strategy game mixed with elements of survival, exploration, and crafting. You play as a lone commando sent on a mission to prepare an alien planet for human colonization.
Hell yeah.
The Riftbreaker
Fuck you,
is a
nature.
very exciting project for us because it's a combination of many things that we enjoy. You explore an alien world filled with unique creatures, build complex bases, and fight off hordes of enemies. It will definitely test your skills as a gamer.
The Riftbreaker is being developed by a team of 14. It uses our in-house game engine called the Schmetterling, which we have been
Alright.
developing since we started work on the Zombie Driver.
developing a game like this is a real challenge. We had to create
So
our
being
own
a
AI system,
what
procedural
seems to
map
be a
generation,
US-based company is
in-game
kind of weird that they have a
economy, and
German
basically
engine.
everything.
At least that's what I saw in the trademarks, that it was US-based.
While developing the
Megan, they said they were a
we
Polish
decided
company.
To take a very
Did
transparent
they?
approach.
Okay,
We
I'm sorry, I
streamed
did
the
not
latest
hear that.
build twice
No, that's okay,
That
Megan.
makes
That's
sense.
perfectly fair.
fans on Discord
I just saw the
and
trademarks that it was in the
actively
USA, so I'm like,
from our
okay.
closed alpha
At least I'm pretty sure the guy said we're from Poland.
quite difficult for us.
And it's like, okay,
I
cool.
mean, it might just be a patent thing, is why they have it in there, right?
Could be.
Grace home
Could
office.
be.
But we lost opportunities to show the game off at trade shows all around the world. So we are very glad to be part of the Escapist showcase. Thank you guys, you rock. The Riftbreaker
No,
is
you
a great
rock, my
game for
dude.
streaming too. We implemented integration with Mixer and Twitch that allows the users to interact with the streamer by influencing what happens in the game world.
Oh, neat.
It often leads to very intense in-game moments and makes the streams more enjoyable.
So in other words,
and
people are just
memorable.
control the
The
streamer
Riftbreaker
by
will be
constantly
available
summoning
first on the
aliens.
PC,
That's what
Yeah,
I'm getting
probably.
from that.
releases happening
Probably.
soon after that. We love to talk with our fans directly. To stay up to date,
Dude, there's so many
join
games
our
where it's
Discord
like,
at
oh, Twitch interaction, and you know, you can help the streamer by
www.discord.gg/exostudios.
giving them stuff if
Thanks
you
for
want, or you
watching
can make
and
it
see you
harder.
soon.
It's like, who
Yeah,
would
that's
help the
always make it harder.
streamer, right? Yeah, it's like you always make it harder. Who helps the streamer, dude?
World premiere.
Ooh, thanks, Yahtzee. Okay, what's this? Hurry Game Studios. Oh,
Okay. Oh. So a space sim flying game, huh?
seems like it.
Does look similar to something like Eve. I'm curious if it's more like an arcade shooter though. Oh.
Oh. So kind of like a
So-
2D?
It's like 2.5D almost.
Yeah. That's interesting. I always did kind of like the 2.5D, like, kind of games.
I mean, yeah, they could definitely be interesting. It does remind me a lot of Bionic Commando, actually.
Yeah, see, that's what I was gonna say too. It's kind of very Bionic Commando-y. There's this other one that came out on Xbox Live Arcade like years ago that I also kind of get similar vibes with.
I will say that those enemies are, I don't know if it's intentional, but they look a lot like stormtroopers.
Ooh,
Okay.
warp speed.
I'm curious if there's actually any space combat or if it's literally just this is how you move around to the different planets.
I assume there has to be some space combat, right? I mean, it looks like there's ground combat in vehicles.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, slow mo.
huh.
Oh, damn.
We can definitely find some answers on the moon.
Did that work, Bill?
Yes, there are 2 locations that could reveal more information.
Okay. Yeah, maybe there isn't any space combat. It'd be interesting if there was. I imagine there would be. Oh no, not Mom's Video Store.
$97,000.
I also like how this takes place in the Malton Mall.
Yeah.
See, I like the style of this one.
Yeah, it definitely has an interesting style.
Oh no, it's Khan. Ah.
I'm curious on how they managed to get $97,000 just pickpocketing people at the mall, though.
Gotta find someone really rich.
I can't let the man win.
Yeah, I can't let the man win. I'm a rebel.
Huh.
Dude, Ontario Creates. It's a Canadian game, Megan.
Peggy 7.
Looks cool.
Ooh.
Delivery battle. Ooh, man, look at that money.
Oh, this totally looks like a Twisted Metal type game.
It does.
Excellent.
Dude, that's kind of cool, actually. I haven't played anything like that in a long time.
Dude, me neither. Okay, I'm pretty hyped.
Well, it's not even that long till it comes out either.
That should be fun. Oh, it's on the Switch too.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
D-Leveled is an upcoming physics-based puzzle platformer. In this game, you'll take simultaneous control of two squares. Hold right, and both of them will go right. Hold left, and both will go left.
Interesting.
The squares have opposite notions of gravity. One falls down and the other falls up. If the squares ever touch, you'll have to start over.
This game's gonna be a piece of shit.
I always like puzzle games like this,
can
but
propel each other into
more
the air
often than
by
not, they end up
exchanging
frustrating me.
velocity through thin surfaces.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's neat. I can see this game being hard. This seems like one of those games that like gets really hard later.
If the squares both fall from the same height,
Yeah.
both of them can bounce.
That's cute.
But a square can only transfer
Yeah, I could
enough
definitely see this being
velocity
really
to
hard.
get back to where it started.
Yeah.
You won't be able to reach a high surface
Ooh.
if you start from a low one. In this level, you must figure out how to preserve your velocity in order to reach the exits.
That is a kind of an interesting notion.
If one square
Yeah,
is forced
I like it.
into a
I like
wall,
the idea so
other
far.
square can still move freely. Sometimes this means you've made a mistake, but in this case, it's required to advance. Finally, these green rectangles are light switches. Light switches can only be turned on in pairs, and all of them must be on in order for a level's exits to appear. Most levels have 8 light switches, and there are usually a few different ways to turn them all on. As you make your way through 10 worlds and more than 120 levels, you'll encounter new twists and mind-bending
I can see
puzzles,
this being
all
fun,
set
but
to the
it
chiptunes
would also be a little frustrating after a while, I imagine.
Yeah, this game's probably gonna be a piece of shit. Now, I kind of like that.
I like it in a sense. It really just depends if I'm in the right mood for it, right?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Learn to cooperate with yourself this summer when D-Leveled releases on Steam, Switch, Xbox,
That's gonna be really
and
soon.
PlayStation.
Toaster fuel.
Yeah, I just saw that. Oh, coming to GOG, huh?
Ooh. Going to the good old GOG.
Don't freak out. I just want to talk.
Who's that?
So,
I feel like the trees are evil.
basically, I need your help.
I'm not going to help you. I don't know you.
I've been watching you, so technically I'm not a stranger.
That's kind of creepy.
I won't let you go unless you promise to help me.
This does look very walking simulator-esque, but it also looks like it could be interesting.
Yeah.
No matter how dark
I do
the night,
agree.
a new day sun will rise. I'm scared of the dark too.
Honestly, this is probably more up my speed, assuming the story is actually good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it certainly has potential. I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. Hype train. So romantic. Huh.
Okay. So it's like a sci-fi type JRPG game.
Yeah, seems like it. Yeah, it could be quite fun.
It does look cool.
Yeah, like I like how it looks. Like I feel like that's I'm probably gonna be saying that a lot throughout the whole showcase. Because I do tend
I will
to
say,
like
like
these
when it
kind of
comes to
styles.
pixel art style, I do like something more like this than the other one.
jack move. Oh. Interesting.
So it's got elements of like the Mario RPG games where you have to hit certain combos to get better moves.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, alright. That's pretty cool. Okay, that one seems really simple.
It looked a little
Far
generic,
away,
but
in the land of Astoria, there lived a young girl named Robin. She was kind and loved taking care of the world around her, but inside she was still curious about the world that lay beyond. Suddenly, a
Dragon.
terrifying
Nice.
noise echoed from beyond the village gates.
This is your kind of game,
Robin
eh,
was
Megan?
surrounded by smoke and cinders. She needed to keep everyone safe. I can't let her get away. Robin pursued the beast with little thought for her own safety.
This sounds like a game that'll make me cry at the end.
Find out why a dragon
probably.
attacked my village.
It does seem like it's going to be a very emotional game.
Yeah.
Her hope was shattered. Why is this happening? It isn't fair. I felt so confused.
I do like how varied the environments seem to be, though.
Yeah, it's really cool. Okay, that looks good. That looks really good. It did say Stadia earlier, though.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not like a Stadia exclusive, but it looks like it might be.
Yeah, that'd be a shame. Because
I am not playing it on Stadia. I don't care how good the game
is
looks.
A narrative-driven, atmospheric puzzler set inside the pages of an aspiring writer's diary. In an intricate story penned by renowned games writer Rhianna Pratchett, you will discover the inner thoughts of Izzy, our young protagonist. Explore the wondrous fantasy world of Astoria through the pages of Izzy's diary, where words wield immense power. Throughout the game, you will interact with the words themselves.
That seems really cool, honestly. I like
Yeah,
this.
honestly, a lot of these mechanics look very interesting.
To progress through an evolving landscape.
Kind of reminds me
and
of Baba
world.
Is You. I don't know if you've seen or played that.
Baba Is You. That sounds so
Throughout the
familiar.
story,
No, I
you'll be
don't. No,
along
I
for the
haven't played it
ride
yet.
as Izzy
But
reflects on the
Basically, you play as a little
transformational moments
protagonist,
of
and
her
there'll be
young
like
life,
different words or
and copes
adjectives.
with hardships
Essentially,
that
if you
seem
put them
too
together,
big
you
to
make
be
them
real in
true.
the eyes
So,
of a child.
like for example,
With
if it
insights
says
drawn from
that
working with
Baba
child
cannot cross this wall,
the
if you change it to
sometimes
can,
tense,
you
but
actually can walk through the
beautiful
wall.
story will
that sounds really
connect you
cool.
with Izzy and
That
her
sounds
real
really
life
cool.
It seems like it has really
experiences
cool
as they play
mechanics.
out
I
in her
actually haven't got
personal
around to
journal
picking it
and
up, but I
fantasy
definitely
world.
want to whenever it goes on sale.
The
And the
game
whole
it
idea
sounds
is
like
you
I need
mix
to
these
play it.
different
two
words to
worlds,
puzzle solve.
The pages of Izzy's journal and Astoria, the fantasy world Izzy begins to write about. While navigating through the journal, you will interact with words as well as drawings as you jump across the different platforms page by page. Discover hidden thoughts, traverse the words themselves, and move them around to help complete Izzy's story.
Okay, that's cute.
At the
That's
end
fun.
of every chapter, you'll be transported beyond the page to
I do like this. I
Astoria.
really hope it
In
comes to console at some
Astoria,
point if
the
it's going to be
adventure
exclusive on Stadia on
continues.
PC.
Once you acquire
Dude, I
the
hope
magic
so
book,
too. Yeah,
you'll
I
be able to
really.
collect and
I don't want it to be on
purify certain
Stadia.
words that have
I want to
immense
play it
power.
though. It looks so
In your
good.
travels,
Because,
you will
like,
encounter
I don't know,
colorful
even if it wasn't for the
characters
fact that
with
Google has
sage
not
knowledge
released
to
much
pass
for Stadia,
down.
I
You
don't
may
want to
even
play a
cross
game on a
paths with
streaming-only
foreboding
platform.
dragon that roams
Yeah,
the skies.
no, I get that.
Lost Words is now available on Stadia.
Oh, it's already on Stadia.
Apparently, okay, that's cool.
But it
Maybe
doesn't look
something
like
else
it's going to
soon.
be anywhere else, at least right now.
World premiere.
Oh boy, Yahtzee! It's a world premiere.
Yahtzee must have had a good time recording that. That's quite the logo.
Yeah, it is. Ooh. Yeah, fuck the system.
Yeah, this is definitely looking like something you'd probably enjoy.
Yeah, this does seem like something I'd enjoy. Oh, look at that.
I will say
Oh, no.
I like the art style.
Oh, dude, it's your rival.
Ow, that looked like it hurt. Yes, it's got rhythm game elements. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah, I like this. Oh, hell yeah, motorcycle. Okay, that's neat. That is pretty cool. Yeti's coming.
Experience the essence of role-playing by being a game detective in a cyberpunk world.
That sounds fun already.
This looks really cool.
Okay, yeah, I'm already liking the look of this.
It is the end of the 22nd century. The tech is so advanced that virtual and real world have become intertwined. No one keeps track of what's real anyway. They spend most of their lives in virtual worlds where everything is fictional, but the problems, those stayed pretty much the same. Frauds,
lewd,
assaults, and murders need to be solved no matter the world.
So all these people live in a virtual world, but they're still going to the effort to go
This turned
murder
out to be
people.
a perfect challenge for the
Apparently.
likes of you.
I guess
player
human
and detective.
nature, right?
A game deck. Somebody who can solve problems in both virtual worlds
I mean, I guess,
and the real
but-
one. Someone who can spot the difference between creative play and exploitation, who has the right set of skills to finish the job.
It's an interesting idea.
Solve cases
Yeah.
in a way that
No, I
suits you
definitely like
best
games
and
like
gain
this.
aspects to personalize your game deck, further specializing them in chosen professions. Consult your codex so you won't miss any details during an interrogation.
I like that guy.
The deduction system allows you to decide on the path your investigation should follow. It also reflects values that are important to you, be those professional ethics or personal moral code, or lack of.
The
Will
essence
you
of
focus on the task
role-playing,
at
huh?
hand, or dig deeper? Gather all clues, deductions,
I will
and
say
context to make
the
a
whole
decision.
environment of being in a virtual
Is this
world
the
does
right
allow them
choice?
to play a lot with the
Is
whole
there a
setting.
right choice?
Because like obviously we saw
We
there
don't
was like a
judge.
farm, there's
Your
like
decision
a
defines
medieval
how the story
castle, there's like a
progresses and can
cyberpunk
have
city here, which I assume is the real
consequences.
world.
There are no wrong answers.
So we might see some pretty
Only
crazy
false
stuff in the
assumptions.
virtual worlds.
Yeah, it has a lot
You are
of
the sum
unique
of your
potential to
choices.
it, I think.
Also, I like how he's standing there. There's literally a guy in the bed assaulting that girl.
That's cool. I like that. I like that one. I feel like that one will definitely be a
I think
pickup.
that is one I am definitely gonna keep an eye on.
Yeah, for sure. Because Megan, you can roleplay and not have your control get taken away at the very end.
Give players a sense of freedom. While
You can be like, oh, this is my character.
On the Steam page, it just says planned release date is 2020. So
and outline the complexity
No.
of branching
Soon.
narrative in the game.
Right.
yeah,
As a detective,
probably closer to the end of the year, I'd imagine, if they don't have a date yet. But
Probably.
assuming it doesn't get delayed because of COVID.
Game deck, there are no fail states. Any clues or discoveries you come up with during the investigation, or any info you get into the codex, any scenario you come up with in your mind while making a deduction, will present you with moral dilemmas just like in real life.
Characters in this story will respond to your decisions according to their own beliefs. Let's say you've gathered enough evidence to accuse someone but decide not to. This NPC might change their attitude towards you, opening new branching paths in the future, and of course closing other ones. Let's take Ramona as an example.
It does
She's
add a
a
decent amount of
secondary
replayability, actually.
appearing
It does.
both in
No,
the
there's a
and
lot of good
Her
potential here.
complicated past is connected to one of the clans from the Virtualium called Knight's Code. And her
Neat.
initial attitude toward Game Deck is rather warm, since she hopes on Game Deck solving her problems. Ramona's backstory brings us to a point where we need to decide how we will handle the ongoing situation.
Ramona is worried about her grandpa, who is playing Twisted and Perverted game. this is a very exciting and very kinky game, and for
Sounds
an
like
old man it could be dangerous. He could get a heart attack. So a game that can help her and get him out of this game.
I feel like
and
that's supposed to be
then
just
when
like an
he
in joke
meets
more than
her
anything.
in another
Honestly,
location,
probably, yeah.
She could reveal some very interesting facts about an accident she witnessed. But on the other hand, he could not help her, and he could let her grandpa play Twisted and Perverted game, and her grandpa could get.
Although I kind of wish they would come up with a name
Then,
for it and
on
not just
game
call it
that
the Twisted
meets
Preferred
Ramona in
game.
another location, she's depressed and willing to commit suicide.
Let's try a different scenario. So Ramona's grandpa died in the virtuarium, but we stopped Ramona from killing herself. Keeping the interaction with Ramona, we can try to gather more details about Knight's Code's clans mentioned before. We may also not stop her from committing suicide.
It's okay, just
But
ignore the
before
assault
that,
happening.
We can force
I
her
know,
to
it's just
reveal
like every
all the
time we go
secrets
into this
she has been
room,
hiding.
someone's being
Will that
assaulted,
boost our
and no one's doing
investigation?
anything.
Maybe, but it will cost us 2 lives that could be saved. What if we need one of them to appear in one of our future cases?
So assuming
The
the
course of
branching paths
conversation
aren't
and the
too
data
much of a
collected
pain
in
to
the
try and
deduction
do, I
stream
imagine this
depends
is probably going to end up
entirely
being a really
of
decent
our
stream
game
game,
depth's
just because
character
there's so
and
many
the way
different
we
ways the
decided to
game could
approach the
go.
case.
Yeah,
So
you know,
remember,
I think you're right
you're
about
the
that.
sum of your choices.
That honestly seems really good. Yeah, no, that one I'm keeping an eye on for sure. That one really appeals to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, out of all the stuff that we've seen so far, that definitely seems like the most appealing game to me.
Megan, add it to your wish list.
It is on my wish list.
Okay, it's not on mine yet, but soon.
I know.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay,
An
this is
actual
very
twin
classic.
stick. Oh.
Oh, interesting. A slasher. Okay, that's a unique take on it.
That's cool.
A dual blade.
They're daggers, dude. You got like
you
the
know,
claymore here. You
twin
got like a
daggers,
spear. You got the axe.
This is like what is it? Geometry Wars or something? What's that one game?
Yeah,
that came out?
it does look very similar to it.
Yeah.
Although I don't think Geometry Wars is actually like a twin stick shooter, is it? Or, unless I'm just mistaking it for a different game.
It's been a long time since I played it. I don't quite remember.
Let me just double check that while we're watching. I think I have it on Steam. Oh, I do not. Okay.
Oh, you don't? Ooh. Classic racing game. Yeah, classic racing game. And just like it's like I'm in the arcade.
It does seem like a very similar game. It's similar to something like Galaga, where you're like scrolling across the screen shooting enemies.
Okay.
Although it looks like there's a couple different environments. Like I see one here, they're in a square grid. This other one, they're like on a globe. They're going around a circle. There's a cylinder they're going around.
See, like this seems fun. I'm not much of a racing game person, but I can see the
I'm not
appeal of
either,
this.
but this looks like a decent arcade racing game.
Yeah. Danger Scavenger. GOG.
This does look very similar to something like Bastion.
Yeah.
Which looks cool.
I did ultimate mode, didn't even see that.
Yeah. Oh, it literally comes out in a couple days.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so it's simple, but looks like it could be
Hi,
fun.
I'm Piotr, and I'm indie developer from Poland. About a
A
year
lot of
ago,
Polish
I started
developers, apparently.
prototyping my next
Yeah.
game. I called it Turbo Island Purger. It was set in the 80s. It was an action roguelike where you had to save the world from evil robots using cool items that you encounter on your way. After developing it for about half a year, I decided to exhibit it on Poznań Game Arena. It is one of the biggest game conventions in Poland. This is where I met Michał from Star Drifters. It's an indie incubator as well as publishing company. So we had really cool talk about the game and its future. Michał suggested that it would be cool to move the action of the game from islands up high onto the rooftops of skyscrapers, as well as change the theme of the game from 80s aesthetic into cyberpunk. So
Cyberpunk seems pretty popular at this moment.
Drifters in January 2020.
Yeah, no, I definitely think a
And
lot
we
of
are
that is
working
definitely
together
coming
on
from
Dangerous
Cyberpunk
Event.
2077.
We often
Oh yeah,
describe
for
our
sure.
game's
It's
genre
definitely
as a
ushering in a
Highland
new like
novel.
era of
It takes
cyberpunk
inspiration
inspired
from
Which is
stuff.
cool, because we don't
Voodoo
really see a lot of
Dungeon
cyberpunk stuff.
and
And I mean, we're
moves
probably
it,
going to get way too many of them over the
literally,
next
to
couple of
another
years, and then we're going to
level.
get sick of it. But, you know.
The
Yeah,
action
for
takes
sure.
place
But
on
for the
5
moment, we can
different
be happy
skyscrapers.
because like cyberpunk is cool, and like you say, you don't
belongs
see that
to different
represented in
mega
games too much.
corporation and has its own unique
No, definitely not.
dangers and rewards. So in Dangerous
Now, where's
Avenger,
my
you will die a lot,
steampunk?
but don't worry, because as you progress,
Yeah, I'm sure they'll go to
you
steampunk
unlock,
after they're done with
new
cyberpunk.
cool stuff that will help you
Probably, yeah.
to save the world.
GTFO, right.
Oh.
I need to play GTFO at some point. I hear it's like super hard, but like really good.
Yeah, I've never actually heard of it. So I'm getting that this is very similar to like a sci-fi Left 4 Dead type game.
Yeah, pretty much. I hear it's really hard and unforgiving.
Okay. I mean, it's definitely not my type of game. I'm not usually into like zombie shooters like that, but it looks cool for the people that would like it anyway.
Yeah. Maybe we should play it. Could make a good stream game.
Possibly, I'd have to buy it first.
I mean, you and me, we get 2 other people, you know, we try to beat GTFO, you know,
In
might be
other words,
fun.
we sucker in 2 other people.
Yeah, basically, right? Spooky. That's also spooky.
I'm surprised they got the trademark on GTFO though.
Yeah, that is kind of surprising, huh?
2 years studying it and we still have no idea what it is.
Idea Labs didn't make it, I can tell you that. They found it and used it. Careful around that thing, Angie.
Idea Labs was a very shady op, but their tech was a century ahead of us.
I knew IGEA had taken incredible pains to conceal it. You've been using their prototypes.
Okay, yeah, so this is looking
They
very
couldn't have developed all
survival-esque.
that on their own. They must
I
have
like it
some
though.
sort of
I like the sci-fi setting. It makes it more
source.
interesting than just being a guy in an island like a lot of them seem to be.
Yeah,
This
no,
thing
that
is
is
not
true.
something you can control.
Angie, shut up. We don't have time for this.
Don't, Angie!
That's very rude.
Repeat, do not approach the relicta chamber. The containment field is collapsing.
There's a lot of sci-fi games in this though. Like I know
Yeah.
we were discussing cyberpunk as a popular thing lately, but even just sci-fi in general, there's a lot.
That is true, yeah, no, there's quite a lot of sci-fi.
I guess maybe people are getting tired of like the old fantasy type environments that were very popular for a long time.
You know, where's Zelda in space? That's Stadia.
Oh, it's only on Stadia though? Oh,
Well, it
demo
does say
available
now on Steam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, Megan. Don't worry, it's not a Stadia exclusive. Okay, I'm already digging this. I mean, you're a corgi, like, shooting shit up. Like, that's great. Cosmic Combat Corgi. Alright. Megan, I'm gonna assume this isn't your kind of game, but...
Not particularly, but I do like the art style. It's really cute.
Yeah, no, this is... This is one I think I'd be pretty happy with. Killed the fish.
I do like how like crazy and zany this seems to be though. I will say that. It might be something worth checking out at some point.
Yeah.
Proto Corgi.
Join the bark side. I'll probably play it. Ah,
There is
Kiwis.
there is a demo for it if you want to see it, by the way.
Is there? Dude, hell yeah.
Yeah, I figured I'd look up the games on Steam while we're watching this to see. This is looking cool.
Yeah,
Little
I'm
kiwi
liking.
birds.
Yeah, I'm liking the idea of being a kiwi. Oh, okay. We don't get to know much, but like, I'll sure. Why not?
I like
I'm
how it's
down.
literally just called Kiwi though.
Hi.
It is great.
We're Stone Wheat and Sons. We're a 3-person team based in the US, and we're making Kiwi. Since we're a small team, we each play multiple roles on the game.
I'm Grant, an artist and designer on Kiwi. I do a lot of modeling and texturing and 3D work.
I'm Ben. I'm the software engineer on Kiwi, and I also act as a producer for the team.
I'm Joel. I'm an artist and animator on Kiwi. I 3D sculpt.
I like how amateur this is,
and
the point where you
also
can even
make
see
the
like
sound and
the
music for the
mouse cursor on the screen.
We founded Stone
Sometimes.
Wheat
Oh, I didn't even
Sons
see that. That's
while
funny.
We were working together.
I like it.
Military
I like
simulation
it.
company
They
in
do seem to
Orlando.
have like
We wanted
extreme
to work on
focusing on
something
their
a little bit
cameras
more
though, so you can't really
creative.
see their
We want
background,
to try and
and it
build
looks a little
something
awkward.
of our own,
Yeah.
and support ourselves by
little
making
bit.
games together.
Kiwi is a
Man, I feel like it adds to the charm. There's charm to it.
In the
I mean, it
fictional land of
does, and I
Bungalow
understand
Basin.
they're in their homes. They probably
names are
don't
Jeff
want
and
everyone to
Deborah.
see their homes,
They
but
have a lot of work to do, and the world is very big, and they are very small.
They might be sending telegrams by typing with their butts on a big keyboard, or packaging shipping crates.
The idea for Kiwi is based on a prototype that we made for the Global Game Jam in Orlando. We had 48 hours to make a game. Someone did a drawing of a kiwi bird wearing a headset, and we liked the idea of postal birds that couldn't fly, so they had to work a desk job. When we made the decision to build that prototype
I mean, that's a
out
good
into
point.
full
That is
game,
pretty. That's
we thought
good.
about what sort of a postal service would hire kiwi birds.
It's not exactly a normal post office. It's got all kinds of crazy contraptions and weird machines.
We imagine this like colorful, cozy post office with animal postal workers and impractical mail machines.
The more two players are going to talk and communicate and help each other, the more efficiently Jeff and Deborah are going to get their work done.
The more you talk to each other, the better you're gonna do.
And if you're playing by yourself, you have to talk to yourself. We wanted to
Interesting.
make something that was warm and friendly and encouraged.
so it looks like it has
communication
some
and
co-op elements to it
collaboration
too.
between players.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Megan,
inviting us
you wanna
to
be a Kiwi
part
with
of
me?
the Escapist Showcase.
We've put a
I mean,
lot of
possibly,
our
it could
hearts
be
and
fun.
personalities into Kiwi, and we really hope
It does have a planned release date of 2021.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a little bit. Gonna be a little bit of time. Ooh, what's this?
Ooh, I'm liking the look of this.
It's looking good. Little piggies. Ooh. Don't get hit. Yeah, I do like the look of this one so far. Oh, egg. Oh, gross. Ah! Disgusting. Get that out of here. Yeah, I don't like that.
Looks cool. Looks like it had pretty decent combat.
Yeah. That's kind of weird right there. A big chicken? That's terrifying, dude.
A little bit.
That's absolutely terrifying. But I dig it. I dig this. Oh, holy shit.
Oh, dang.
That's pretty cool. This is cool. Okay, I like that one. I like that one quite a bit. I'm intrigued. Who dis? You know what? I like it. You don't see too much Wild West stuff. And I'm kind of getting
definitely
like...
nice after seeing all the sci-fi and cyberpunk stuff.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It kind of gives me like a bit of an Untitled Goose Game vibe as well, with just kind of how it looks. You're not an asshole
Yeah, I can see
goose,
that.
but yeah, it's similar look. Yeah, I like it. Can't keep an eye on that one, I think. There's a Shadow Man. Oh my god, you're like a demon that runs on elf warriors. Okay, that's also kind of cool. Oh yeah, you're like a demon, because I see the pentagram up there now. Alright.
Yeah, the satanic circle.
Yeah.
I mean, it does look interesting. I don't think it would be something I'd personally play, but...
Yeah, see, same here, right? Like, it looks interesting, but it doesn't look like my kind of game, exactly. But I can get the appeal. It looks pretty alright.
This is
Ooh, here we
the
go.
story of a little juggler's girl.
Now this
Trapped
looks
in her life,
like my kind of
she
style.
wanted to see the world alone, and oops, not quite alone. Careful, Abby. Careful where you flee.
I do like how she
The
looks like
world
she's
has
directed like a
worse on
puppet.
offer
It's
than
cute.
the skin
Yeah.
of your name.
Oh, I mean the berries on puppet strings. Interesting.
And even the crowd watching too.
Yeah, this is cool.
As much as I wish that it weren't so, the way things are the way things go. You dared to dream. You dared to find your voice. That you now hear yourself scream is your own damn choice. I'm all you've got.
That's dark.
Forsake
Holy
me.
shit.
So hold back.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now this does give me Limbo vibes.
I was to say, I would be surprised if, or I wouldn't be surprised if this ended up being made by the same company that made Limbo.
Yeah, I could definitely see it.
A Juggler's Tale is
I
an
like it.
atmospheric 3D side-scroller all about string puppets and the story their puppet master and narrator has to tell. When we started working on the idea as students in 2017, we never planned that this game would accompany us for over 3 years. We now founded our own indie studio around it and look forward to a release of the game on PC and all major consoles. We worked on the Juggler's Tale in a very small group, consisting of only 3 people, so everyone had a lot of things to do.
Wow, yeah.
For the art style, we wanted to have a modern, stylized look. Our environments should reflect the mood of the story and characters, so they don't follow any real-world rules. Most of our assets were created in Cinema 4D and Blender, and because of our stylized look, we saved a lot of work on the textures. Everything
Yeah,
was
it does
put
seem like a
together
lot
and
of
then
these companies
colorized
are
in
going for
Unreal
this
Engine using
very
our whole
simplistic
light
art
color
style.
system, which was very
Yeah.
helpful to really tweak the final
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's definitely not bad. I mean, it does age well, and it's
But
hard
we
to
also
make
didn't
it
want
look
to neglect
bad,
the physical
right?
background of the string puppets.
Oh, they
So we
actually
used
have
a
the
lot of
motion
Unreal
capture
Engine's
on the
physical animation
strings?
features.
That's cool.
Okay, that's kind of
String
interesting.
puppet-like movement.
Uh-huh, yeah, that's some good detail to it.
Yeah, like, I don't have an issue
All
with
the
them all
characters
doing it.
in
The
the
problem
game
is that if
have
literally
musical
every
puppet
game company
strings
does it, all
to show the
games just start to look
connection
very
and
similar to one
dependence
another.
between them and the
Yeah,
narrator.
no, that could be a
Puppet strings are also one
problem,
of
yeah.
our main puzzle mechanics. They have their own physics.
And it does seem
limit
like
the
a
string
good majority of
puppet's
these
movement.
3D based games are doing that, at least in this presentation so far.
Music and sound were especially important
Okay.
for us. The narrator tells the story in a lyrical and poetic way, so we put a lot of work into finding a narration style that is both unique and fun.
Man,
to
he's
listen
really
to.
getting into it. I like that.
Honestly, I feel like that's the best part about being a voice actor.
Yeah.
You can literally do whatever you want in the booth and no one will ever know.
Yeah. But I remember like reading this thing where like a difference between having an actor come in and do voice lines and having a voice actor do them
Yeah.
is you hear the voice actor, apparently they get more into it and you see them like move around and get more emotive. Whereas
Oh,
a
yeah.
normal
A lot
actor
of them
doesn't do that, right? They're just
yeah,
like,
no.
oh, it's my voice. And it's like, okay, yeah, it's cool. I never thought about that as like a thing. But it makes sense.
You know, a lot of commentaries that I've heard that talk about that, a lot of them will like move in the booth, or they'll even, like, if they're running, for example, they might jog in place, or they might throw out punches if they're doing grunts and stuff, that kind of thing.
Yeah, which I think is really, really good.
I don't know, it's definitely good.
Oh, yeah. Hey, spooky
This is
person.
looking like it might be another walking simulator type game.
Oh, and a gun! Looks like you get to walk in
Okay.
shoot. So you're looking undead gunman?
I was gonna say, so maybe it'll end up being something similar to Bioshock.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
That's a dinky looking gun in his hand, though.
A little bit. You know, he's undead, but...
Okay.
Oh, and spears.
So this looks like it's gonna play similar to something like Serious Sam.
Yeah, you're right. It does kind of have a Serious Sam-ish vibe.
I will say I'm not a huge fan that everything seems to be really great. Like, it's definitely a cool art style, but it's kind of feels a little generic.
Yeah. I can agree. I assume this is probably more like a testing zone, if I had to take a guess.
Well, I mean, possibly, and there's not to say there won't be other zones, but...
But I could also be giving it too much credit, to be honest.
Could be.
But I
will say, like, the actual
it's
design
alright.
of the zone, that looks really cool. It's just very dark and dreary, which I guess is the point.
Yeah. Interesting. Has potential.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Perish.
That font they used does not do them any good on the game title there.
Yeah, no, if they didn't have, like, the website right underneath it, I wouldn't know what the game was called.
I was gonna say, I was looking at it. I tried to read it like 3 times, and I'm like, okay, and then I saw the website URL, and I'm like, okay, it's Perish.
Yeah.
I do all the coding for our games, but my downtime,
It's a cool
I write
font,
the
but it's a
3D
little bit
print
too
characters from the
stylized for
and
the
I make
game
a lot of
title, I
loads
think.
too.
Yeah, for sure.
Modeling, rigging, texturing, writing balls to the wall.
They
hitting
actually made
music,
like a 3D
commands,
model of it. I
inbound,
wonder if
zilch.
they have a 3D printer. So very metal vibe I'm taking from this
We would
music.
describe ourselves at this stage of our careers Unreal specialists, with a comprehensive knowledge of the engine. So we thought we'd take all those years of experience, mistakes, breakthroughs, and distill it into the tightest shooter that we've always wanted to make.
Perish is a horde-slaying shooter in which dismal creatures roam purgatory, a bleak battle arena in which players must slay thousands of lost souls in order to earn safe passage to Elysium. A huge platform ascends towards Elysium, the final resting ground of the worthy. Enlist the cooperative help of your friends to keep the platform ascending to the afterlife by slaying the heretics who wish to enter and spoil Elysium, keeping the cogs and chains clear of crushed skulls, reviving and healing and shielding each other with the defensive equipment provided by the Pythians of the Pantheon.
Earn gold Danicate to buy new weapons, but if you die without banking your earnings, you will lose it all to the scavengers of Purgatory, unless your friends elect to revive you for a mad dash back to Pantheon.
What happens to the
It's
select
interesting.
few that ascend successfully to
Well,
Elysium
yeah, for sure.
is a closely guarded secret.
We started working on Perish a year and a half ago. Our mission is to see how far a core team of 2 could visually and mechanically push a tight multiplayer FPS shooter in just over 2 years of development. We're super excited to finally show off Perish, and we can't wait to see what other awesome games are coming out of the Escapist Indie Showcase. Check out perishgame.com and our Twitter at im42.
Okay, I mean, it does seem cool. I don't know if it's a game I'd play right away. That seems alright. Now this, you know, I mean, I haven't been playing a lot of games focused around water lately, so maybe I'm a little bit biased. But like, yeah, that one looks pretty alright.
I did see a little bit of Haven a little while ago. It actually looked interesting.
Really? I mean, it looks pretty cool there.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly where I saw it. I heard about it the other day, and I saw it on Steam, so... This is looking like a cartoony Dark Souls game.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Everspace 2, okay, so it's like a flight sim game. Very cool.
I think I've seen Resolution somewhere too. Looks like it looks neat. Ooh.
Oh.
Interesting. I like the designs.
Yeah, no, the designs definitely look really cool. I'm assuming a lot of these games they're showing here are probably very early in development still.
Probably, yeah.
Huh.
Axiom Verge
Axiom
2.
Verge 2.
Wow.
I still need to play the first one.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Typing
I saw
Chronicle.
this on Facebook a while ago because it was giving me ads for it. It looked really cool.
That looked very
The
Final
sphere
Fantasy.
grid.
Yeah, exactly, right? He even kind of looked like Titus, aka Titus, aka if
It
you want
also
to be
looks very
Rocket
similar to
Titus.
Noctis, actually. I was actually
Remother,
getting an ad
I've
for this
seen.
on Facebook earlier today too.
Remother looks good. I'm pretty sure I've seen that someplace else as well.
Okay. Not a huge fan of that title, because every time you're gonna say that, you're gonna say Chernobyl, but it's Chernoblite, and it just sounds a little weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
World premiere.
Okay, I don't know. There's something about Yahtzee saying that I really enjoy.
I know,
A
right?
mature game. I'm mature. I'll probably enjoy this.
Are you really though?
I have my moments.
Huh.
Includes the eagle.
I will say this trailer's reminded me a lot of Life is Strange.
Yeah, I could believe that. Yes, I
I
know
know
it's a
you
game I
haven't
need to
played
play.
it, but it just seems very similar. Choice-based game, very similar art style. I like it. I will definitely check this one out too.
Yeah, and if music does like have a big impact to it, then that'd be great.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Guns N' Roses, man.
Wow. I wonder how they managed to get musicians from Guns N' Roses to work on it. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Bird and
that's
Cage. Okay.
impressive. Okay, I'm gonna need to keep an eye out for that one. 'Cause that one, I like the idea.
Oh, it's already on my wish list. There you go.
Is it? Perfect.
I must have seen this on Steam. It's supposed to come out Q4 2020.
Okay, I'll have to add that one to my wish list too.
Want a coffee? Here's my desk and here are my toys. And my jar of office pickles. This is
Ah,
the one
nice.
sitting right here making amazing codes. Chris comes in twice a week.
By
and
the way,
blesses
I
us
will
with his
send this
amazing
to you while we're
art. And
watching
no
this,
matter
but
how
I did
busy
find
you
a
might
list
get,
of
you
all the
always take
games, so
time
if
to
you
take a
want to find them to
compliment
add to your
and
wish list
friendly
later.
Thank you. That's awesome.
You don't have to remember all the titles. I was trying to find one in
Yeah, thank
particular. I
you.
couldn't remember what it was called, so then I found this.
Alright, awesome. That's gonna be helpful because there are gonna be a few I'm gonna need to add. August.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
this
This does
this
it very
looks like
Manuel
Manuel Samuel.
Yeah.
It's probably the same developer, but
No stupid battles, no stupid games.
it's very quirky and I kind of like it.
Quiet for all eternity.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Okay, I'm digging this.
Yeah, I will definitely make sure to check this one out at some point. I need to actually still play Manuel Samuel though.
Look everywhere for that gosh darn kid.
I need to play Manuel Samuel.
I do love how creative this developer seems to be. Like, admittedly, I don't know much else they've done aside from Manuel Samuel in this, but assuming this is the same developer.
I'm pretty sure it is.
It's just a very, like, almost the same art style, so I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Niflheim Hassel, huh?
Alright.
Yeah, it looks like actually all they've done is manual assembly in this game.
Okay, that's
cool.
cool.
Stuff for Destroy All Humans? Okay.
Hey Megan, this is your game right here.
Yeah, no, I've been waiting for this to come out. It's supposed to come out end of July, I believe.
Ah, soon then.
Yeah,
Yeah, I need to.
I was ordering it for myself for like a birthday present, and then Amazon told me that it was going to be shipping late. I don't know exactly when I'm supposed to get my copy, but
Hopefully it doesn't take as long for you as P5 did for me.
yeah,
I need to play the other
This is
Destroy All
release
Humans
date
games.
July 28th, so I guess we'll see when I actually get the email confirmation. It'll probably end up being a week late, knowing how things have gone lately with Amazon. But yeah, no, honestly, I really liked the first Destroy All Humans. It was a really fun game. And I'm kind of glad they're actually doing a reboot of it. I think it's cool.
No, that is really cool. Good boy, World War game. That's up my alley. Brutal. You know, you really don't see that many World War I games.
Yeah, no, almost all of them focus around World War II.
Yeah.
And like, admittedly, I haven't played a lot of them because I never really got into Medal of Honor or Call of Duty or any of those. So I don't really understand the emphasis on World War II. I know there was a lot of historic moments in World War II. But you would think there would be a lot in World War I as well.
Yeah, you'd think. Well, I think because World War I, a lot of it's like you're in a trench and shooting. That's kind of what a lot of people think, right? It's like,
oh
it's
yeah,
boring.
I suppose.
And in World War II, it's more about squad combat, right?
Yeah, no, okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, Beyond the Wire, I mean, I'll play it. I want some
Hey guys,
World War I
Watchin
stuff.
Studios. I'm Sarah.
Hey guys.
Well, no, it's definitely nice to see
So
something
you guys
that's
are gonna watch
different.
a bit of gameplay
Yeah.
from our game Unto the End.
Yeah, Under the End is a cinematic platformer with tons and tons. Well,
Lots of fighting.
a focus on fighting.
Right.
With a focus on fighting.
Right.
Gotta beat
Helping us
people
out
up.
with Under the End. Got to mention these guys. Just really great to have them on the team. Francesco Meglio doing sound design, and Johnny Niddle helping us with music.
Yeah, they're both fantastic.
Yeah, they really have been great. We're going to show you one fight, and we picked this fight because we think it shows, I guess to us at least, what makes the combat different.
yeah.
Right. It's not about light and heavy attacks, rolling, like stamina bars and stuff like that. Guys don't have huge health pools.
Right.
It's all about kind of taking what we thought makes 2D really unique and building an entire experience around it.
Right.
Right.
And we were really inspired by Punch-Out.
Absolutely,
Which might
yeah.
sound weird, but it's
Right.
really important that you notice what your opponent's doing and react accordingly.
Right. Don't guess.
Right. Don't
Right.
guess. Time it perfectly.
Yeah.
Stay calm.
Yeah, and when those those things happen, we do that to you, right?
Yeah.
Like you can drop your sword. Like when that happens, like
Right.
do you freak out or do you stay calm and then react appropriately? And then also because it's side on, we can do things. With
I will
group
say I
fights,
do
guys
like
can
how
surround you, we have friendly
non-scripted this
fire,
whole
we can use
conversation
the
seems. It
train,
seems very casual.
that kind of stuff.
It
Anyway, you
does.
guys will see
Yeah, I
from
like
the
that.
clip.
There's a charm to
Thanks
it.
so much to the Escapist.
Yeah,
really
it's
cool
just
to be
it's
part
one of
the
those things.
showcase.
You watch gaming
And all the
presentations
best,
like
guys.
this,
Yeah,
and
thanks so much, guys.
you could tell they're all just reading off a script. It just
Mhm.
I don't know. It gets a little repetitive after a while.
Yeah, I agree. Oh man, 2 sticks. Yep. I thought I was gonna grab onto the chain. Alright. I got baited.
Just a little bit.
Look, Megan, is Canada. It's our home.
Snow does not equal Canada, dude.
Megan, you
It's
look
not how it
outside.
works.
Do you see snow?
No, it's June.
I'm in Canada. There's always snow.
There's no snow here, I promise you that. Okay, so
Ooh.
it's like a reactive-based 2D platformer type game. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
I like it.
Honestly, I will say like this art style reminds me a lot of like classic Prince of Persia.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right. It does kind of have that similar feel to it.
And I mean, it's not that I played any of them necessarily, but it's interesting.
Oh, damn.
The head just rolled away.
I mean, it has places to be.
Apparently.
You got this, protagonist. See, I like fighting games like this where it like the fighting actually feels kind of cool and you gotta time things, and I like that.
No, it definitely looks cool. The main thing I'm thinking of is just for a 2D platform. It seems like it might slow down the pace of the game. I'm assuming it's not going to be like a fast platform or something like Sonic, but
That's true.
that
is
would
true.
be my
Sail
only
Forth
concern.
is a chill roguelike sailing game about exploring and fighting pirates.
Okay, I like this already because I like
Will
ships.
offer a unique challenge and a set of islands to explore.
You just got that ocean theme going on with Subnautica.
Well, see, the thing is, I do like games where you're like on a boat and you have the freedom to go from island to island. I think that's why Wind Waker like appeals to me as well so much, and why I like the sailing sections in Wind Waker.
During combat, careful maneuvering will be
See, I never actually got around to playing Wind Waker, but when I did play Phantom Hourglass, like, I mean, the sailing sections were okay. They were a little bit repetitive, though.
Yeah, that was
That's
kind of
mostly
the.
because you had to do a lot of backtracking, because you always had to go to one island and then go back to the main island, go through the temple, and then go to another place, and then come back, go down a couple more floors in the temple. It just was really repetitive after a while, but it was good for the most part.
I think that's the problem a lot of people had with Wind Waker as well, is it just got repetitive, but I enjoyed it. I liked it for some reason.
I mean, sailing is always a cool thing. I will say from what I played of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I'm also not used to it in an Assassin's Creed game. I haven't played enough to really make a full opinion of it yet.
Yeah. But it is kind of funny that I guess for the moment I am kind of on like an ocean kick.
So get ready to put on your captain's hat. When Sail
Yeah,
Forth
no, I
comes
mean, it's
out
not
later
necessarily a
this
bad thing. It's summer.
True. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's one I'm gonna keep an eye open for. And I also like roguelikes. I also don't mind if I die and then have to start over. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think that would be something I'd probably want to play a demo of, but I wouldn't mind trying it. I think it'd be interesting. A lot of twin stick games too, actually.
Yeah.
I do like the look of this one though.
Yeah, it has a nice look to it. It's like, fuck you, crabs. Okay, so it's classes.
Yeah, it makes sense. It gives you a lot of diversity in gameplay too.
So I like that one because he has a top hat. And top hats are cool.
Oh,
And it's a
got,
mage.
like a gravity gun. That's interesting. Hammer time warrior. I do like how diverse these classes seem to be.
Yeah, it's cool. Or combine.
Oh, you can combine
Ooh, interesting.
So you can build your own class essentially. Interesting.
That is really cool. Okay, I like that idea. Trifox.
Trifox, okay.
I like the name as well. The name's kind of fun. Ooh, more than meets the eye.
I'm Kozleric, the creator of Bartlow's Dread Machine. Dread Machine is based on a question. What would a video game look like if someone invented it 100 years ago? That core idea really helped us create a unique game experience because everything is driven by that early 1900s look and feel. The game has a crazy level of detail and articulation. You can actually see the struts, gears, and all the machinery that makes the game work. while you explore a tin world from 1906.
That's
For
neat.
the game itself, we wanted to build a really fun, accessible, co-op arcade-style shooter. Our inspirations
cool.
were classic games
I haven't seen like
Contra
a
and Robotron.
arcade shooter like that
In Red
in a
Machine's
long time.
story, President Teddy Roosevelt has been kidnapped, and you
Ah, the
have
best.
to save him.
They're not
Follow
easy
the
games that I
trailers and
play,
doctors
but
from the streets of New
maybe
York
willing to check
across
this one out at
the
some
Great
point.
Plains to the Old West.
I just really like how it
There
looks.
are interesting wrinkles and secrets
No, I
along the
definitely do
way,
like the
and
art style. I
nothing
think it
is
makes it
what
very
seems.
interesting.
There are 6 different locations, about a dozen different weapons, including super weapons you get by unlocking historical characters like Nikola Tesla, Mary Curie,
neat.
and Bass Reeves. And you can play as all those characters plus 5 others.
Okay.
All right, I'm down. I'm interested.
That one's actually coming out next month.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I like how it also has like that kind of on rails element to it. I don't know, it's neat.
Yeah, I know, it's interesting.
Oh, customization, you can buy hats. Making them in, buying hats and coats.
You're
Hell
just gonna
yeah.
buy all the fancy hats. You're gonna play Fashion Souls in this game.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dude, hell yeah. Give me them sick top hats and sick bowler hats. Fedoras when they were cool.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we could play co-op, hopefully online.
Hey, hell yeah, Megan. We got this. Not only will you outscore me, but you'll probably out-fashion me as well.
No, probably not.
But I'll try with the fashion at least. I'll try to out-fashion you.
I guess it depends if the gear actually gives you stats or not. Because I'm very much one of those players who I will put on a piece of gear that's ugly if it gives me better stats.
Yeah. Yeah, you would, Megan. Whereas I'm like, hey, I want to look cool. I want to look fancy.
Well, see, that's why I like Final Fantasy so much. I can use whatever gear I want and then put whatever I want on top of it.
Yeah.
Studio Fitspin's upcoming title, Minute of Islands. Minute of Islands is not going to be your typical hero's journey. It kind of starts like one. There's a big world-ending threat, and a young hero is chosen to save the day, right? And this is all fun.
He's got
but
quite a
this is
collection of
not
books
what we
back there. I see
care about. What
the
we care
Zelda
about
Hyrule
is
Historia.
what's
really?
the role of being the
Yeah, a
chosen
couple of the
Oh
different
yeah,
Zelda
you're
books
right.
in the
Yeah, I
middle
see
there.
them right there too. Yeah.
And I'm assuming the ones on the right, they kind of look like they might be like art books, like video game art books and stuff.
That's pretty cool. I need to get the Hyrule Historia books. I think it'd be fun.
I have one. I have the first one, the green one.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
I've never actually read it, but
assets and objects and assembling them.
although this
in the
might be part of the
engine,
other
we
like
decided to let our
Zelda
artists
strategy guides, because like a couple years ago on Amazon I bought this collection of like
square
Zelda
inch of
strategy
the
guides.
game
I never
from
opened it,
because
but
it allows our
it's kind of at the
artists
point where I'm
to
like, maybe I
put
should
in
just try and sell it because
unique and
it's almost like a
individual
collector's item at this
details
point.
into
Oh damn,
each
Megan.
of those
You got the $1 million books.
of the game. So there's a lot of
No.
like tiny stories.
Paid way too much money for it and I'm probably never going to use them, so I probably should try and sell it. I don't know if it actually sells for anything decent. I'm hoping if I can sell it, I can get at least most of my money back.
that exploring those
But
is
I'm hoping because I never opened it, it might actually be worth a decent amount.
Could be.
Because it's like 6 strategy guides for basically most of the Zelda games up to Skyward Sword, I think.
Talking about it.
I mean, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, no.
There you go, Megan.
Hmm.
You can make that money. Pay off your car.
Possibly. It's not going to make that much money. It'd be nice.
Oh, look at that.
I'm hoping
Man,
I
that's
can pay off
pretty
my car
glory.
by the end of next month.
Oh yeah, Megan, easy.
I probably will just end up paying it off regardless if I end up spending more than I necessarily need to. I have savings, I could pay it off, but
Yeah, Megan, there's something about this that like makes me think Adventure Time with style.
The art
And I'm
style?
Yeah.
the art style is very similar to something like Adventure Time. I could see that. I do like the art style. I don't know if this is necessarily a game I'd want to play, but
That's
oh god,
interesting. Okay.
that is terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably play this. This seems like a game I'd like.
Yeah, I am sure you would definitely like a game like this. Me, it really depends on how the story is.
Spring 2020, so very soon.
Oh, that must be an old trailer because it just says
World
planned
premiere.
release date 2020 on Steam.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Come on, Matt, we're already into summer.
Well, see, that's the weird thing, right? It's like it either releases like in a couple weeks, or that is just incorrect.
Or it's a typo, it's supposed to be 2021.
True. Okay, this gives me like Fear vibes with how the shotgun looks and how it kind of has slow-mo. I mean, this isn't Fear.
I feel like just
but...
based on the gameplay and obviously the music, it's supposed to play similar to something like Doom in like a realistic setting.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
The offices do look a little bland, so I'm kind of hoping that if that is the case, there is something a bit more. But it kind of looks a little generic. But I think the main reason why people like Doom, aside from like the fast-paced gunplay, is literally just the environments and the enemies in hell.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine this will end up being a popular game if that's literally all it is.
Hard mode included.
It does have a zombie mode. That's okay. I know a lot of people like that probably. I don't imagine there's a lot of games on Steam that have something like that.
I don't give a fuck. Okay, that's brutal. It seems interesting. I don't know if it's a game. Once again, I don't know if it's a game I get right away. I'd have to see more of it.
Yeah, this definitely wouldn't be a game that I would play, but I could see people liking this. I'd just prefer to have a little bit something more if I'm gonna play a shooter game, either a good story or cool environments, and this just seems a little basic to me.
Yeah. T-pose! T-pose mode! I'm in now.
Okay, that's pretty funny. I will say that is pretty unique.
Dude, I'm so in now. Like, forget what I was saying earlier. I'm getting this game. I need T-pose mode in my life.
That's an interesting way to market your game, though.
And big head
most
mode.
people see T-posing as being a bad thing, but they're literally doing it on purpose.
It's so good.
Along with what appears to be big head mode.
Yeah. Okay, I'm
it's
in.
The second game? Okay.
I guess. I've never heard the first one, but yeah, sure. Alright, I'm in. I'm in for sure.
A lot of platformers as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things. I know it's a very popular genre, but it's never really been a genre that I've liked a lot. So it's just like I see it and I'm like, yeah, this looks like a good game, but I know I probably won't enjoy it that much.
Yeah, you're not really much of a platform gamer. You're like 2D platform.
It's like, I don't mind some 3D platformers, and like every once in a while I'll play a 2D one, but it's pretty rare. I am not a huge fan of that art style though for that one though.
Yeah, I think they're going for kind of Game Boy-ish look, which I can see it being not
retro
something.
Style. I just don't like a lot of retro ones. Ooh.
What's an elf? I guess.
This is looking, just based on the grid on the ground there, this is looking like it might be a tactical game similar to something like Fire Emblem.
Commander. Yes, son. Do you think they'll come back tonight?
I will say it feels a little weird that they keep highlighting the people when they talk. I don't know if this is because they're moving as well, but...
Yeah, it looks like you're right. It is tactical.
Yeah, this looks cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
I do like those type of like tactical games. They're a lot of fun. I need to actually get around to playing Wargroove.
Oh god.
And this one looks like it might have a lot of really cool stuff just because of the whole fantasy setting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's like a roguelike type game. Okay.
That's cool. Okay, I like that. I do like that.
There's also a demo for that.
Is there? Oh, dude, awesome. I might have to give that
I'd love to try that at some point.
The last spell. Add to your wish list now. I might do that game. I might do that. Okay.
Oh, so this is okay.
Huh.
This is looking pretty unique. I was gonna say it looked like a XCOM type game, but it's looking like it might have elements of that along with being similar to an RTS as well. Just not with a ton of units.
Yeah, it's...
And it looks like
It's
it might have some
interesting.
turn-based combat as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. Some kind of reputation meter, too. Rhinos! But cool-looking rhinos.
Yeah, they're pretty
Cool-looking
cool.
alien rhinos. It's interesting.
I keep looking at these character models though, and they just look so similar to the Warframes.
Yes, yes, they do. Like, I was trying to pinpoint like what they remind me of, and I kept thinking something about Destiny. But
Yeah,
then it's
they
like,
do look a lot like Destiny as well though. Oh, the beta begins tomorrow.
Ah, neat.
Okay.
Q3 2020. Coming to consoles 2021. Okay, alright. I wonder if it's gonna be an epic exclusive.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Gaffney. I am coming to
Hopefully
you
not.
live from inside of our game Gone Viral. You might ask questions like, Jeremy, why is your face on
This
the
is
giant
an
monitor?
interesting perspective to do
And
for your
we'll answer that question, I
introduction
promise.
video for
But,
the game.
here's sort of the,
Yeah.
short form. You are Gladiator.
I'm intrigued.
You are streaming here on this game show that is called Gone Viral. And what's neat about this is a couple things. A, you know, everything.
I
in the
like how
world
it's still
that we
playing the
make
video on the
responds
broken
to
pieces of the screen though.
knock stuff
Yeah, that was
around.
cool.
You can sort of beat up enemies, all that kind of stuff. And the more you pull off cool physics combos, the more you beat up enemies in interesting ways, knock them into traps, kill them with nukes, whatever that might be, the more the fans are going to send you goodies. These little like Amazon drone crate type things here, like Circling Death, your best friend is your Beyblade. They get progressively
I get it.
weirder over the course of the thing, much like, you know, kind of a standard roguelike. The
This
the
looks
things
cool.
we do are different are a couple fold.
Mhm.
First of all is traps and
Definitely looks
positioning
very
matter.
unique.
Like, yes, yay, I can knock guys around and deal damage, but the more I can kill
Boom,
them in a
dead.
way that the fans
5 points.
the more they get geeked up, the more they send me cool stuff, the more they send me rewards. And
Okay.
the more I can do that with very interesting variations, they get really excited and they start sending me great stuff. They also will change up the arena that I'm fighting in too, making each combat more and more interesting as time goes on. Come here, guy. These guys are wearing little VR headsets. They can't avoid traps. They walk into walls, all that sort of cool stuff. So, what do those events and stuff look like? Well, you can see down in the right-hand corner, in the bottom, I have little fans, and they are going to vote for stuff. But part of the reason I got these monitors on the walls is because if you are streaming on Twitch, then your actual real-life fans can vote for you. Or, worse yet, we as devs can mess with you, you know? Here I am on my little Twitch thing. Let's go send in an event. This is all stuff that fans can normally vote for. I'll drop one on you here for sort of demo purposes. Let's go fill the next room with like beach balls and rubber duckies and stuff. Why? I don't know. Because we can. Because it's cute. The
Oh my god, that's kinda cool.
Okay, yeah, that's
vote for
awesome.
Stuff based on
I'm liking
their
this.
personalities.
I like how it's not even
the real-
necessarily
your real life,
something to make
you know,
the game
streamer fans,
harder.
the
It's
folks
just
who are
really
watching on
quirky.
Twitch,
Yeah,
they're
it's
probably
just
gonna
there
try
for
to kill
fun.
you when you come
I
up
can
with
respect
these
that. I like
questions.
that.
So, we respect that.
Because like
Valid,
obviously it's
we're not
blocking
gonna
his
go
vision a
against
little
the
bit, but
flow
it
here,
doesn't
what
seem
Twitch
like the
really
balls are
wants to
really
do is just
obstructing
kinda
him all
mess
that
with
much.
streamers. We kind of like messing with streamers ourselves. The so
Plus,
the
I
more
imagine
that
if you're
you do
playing
neat
this on
stuff,
stream
the more that
and
fans, if you're
people
playing
are just
single
throwing
player, are
random
gonna pop in
commands,
the
you don't
game
really
and,
know what to
start
expect
voting
if
for
you're
cool
not
stuff.
looking at the
If
chat.
you're actually streaming, the more also
Very
that
true.
happen here. Ooh, I opened a chest by knocking a guy into it. The fans love it. And the more neat things happen over time, the more your run changes, your enemies mutate, the bosses change up, all sorts of good stuff happens here, and it's all really
This definitely
based
looks really
on
cool.
as
Yeah,
much
I like it.
variation as we can put in.
The
into
tires.
game. We want every run to end up being radically different. So on a given run, you might end up with giant arms and, you know, super speed. Another run, you might be massive and big and tough, wearing a mech suit. Every one of those should be different. But that's it. I only got like a couple minutes here to talk, so that's all I'm doing. We are Skullbot Games. This is our game gone viral. Check us out. We are currently in beta, and we are soon heading to early access, so everyone can go check us out. Take care and bye.
I'm looking for
Honestly,
that.
like, maybe it's just this video, but it definitely looks pretty polished. It might even be a game I might check out during early access.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty rare that I do that, because usually they're really buggy and not a lot of fun, but it really depends.
Yeah, I'm intrigued with that one. Because it seems quirky, which I also really like. I like the quirkiness of it. And City of Heroes. Oh. Now, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah, neither have I. Okay.
And I like the
This is looking
variations,
very
too.
similar to the last game, but...
Well, this is the last game, Megan. This has gone viral.
Oh, is it still? Okay, I thought we
Yeah.
switched to a different game. That makes sense.
Yeah. Don't worry, Megan.
It looked like it was different in the cutscene there, so I'm like, oh, okay. That makes sense, though.
Oh boy, nukes! Oh, and you lead them into nukes and get more style points. Okay.
That's pretty cool. This one definitely looks really good.
Yeah,
I think this and Game Deck are probably the two I've seen the most, that I want the most.
Yeah. No, that one does look really good. I'm gonna keep an eye out for that one. That's a big boy.
This reminds me a lot of Titan Souls, actually.
Yes, that's the one I'm trying to think of. Because it does have that kind of look to it. I never played Titan Souls, but I did see... Oh, maybe it is, because it's called Eldest Souls? Maybe it is from the same people, then.
Yeah, possibly. I'm not familiar with the studio. Let me just double check that. It looks like they've also created a game called Roki that actually looks pretty cool too. But it's not the same developer.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
See, this game also looks kind of like My Speed.
I can see this being fun.
Oh, you're like a therapist. Oh. Okay, well, that's cool. Yeah, this is completely up my alley. And this is another game that I feel will have a lot of probably emotion to it at certain points with some of the characters that you meet.
World
Yeah, it's cool.
Premiere.
Castleton.
Oh, this might be remothered, actually.
Really?
I think so. It looks familiar anyway. Oh, also that last game has a demo for the beta.
Oh, really? Oh, dude, cool. Oh. Oh, damn. There's a lot of zapping going on.
Apparently. Okay, maybe not.
A War of the Worlds story, really? War of the Worlds. Alright. That's interesting.
Hi,
Not
we are
popping
back
up on
again,
Steam, so it might be an
developing
Epic
other
or
plays.
Stadia
I'm Peter
thing.
of the program.
Oh no.
I'm Thomas, I'm doing 3D and animation.
Hi, I'm Marcus. I'm doing level design and lighting art.
Hi, I'm Fabian. I'm doing sound design. Hi, I'm Dorian, and I'm the composer. Out of Place is the story of Simon and his machine-like companion, the Orb, who are trying to get back home together.
Have fun with our trailer and make sure to tune in on June 14th at 1 p.m. for some gameplay.
Okay. Thank you very much, game devs.
Come on. I need you.
This is looking one I'd probably enjoy a lot too.
It does look good. Oh, that's a big laser beam.
Why are you empty again?
What if I don't want to get back home though?
I mean, this kind of reminds me of like the Upside Down in Stranger Things. I imagine it's not a place you want to stay that long.
Yeah, I mean, if there's giant robot things that probably want to murder you, then yeah, you're probably right. Out of place. I like it.
That one is also not showing up on Steam.
Game devs, please. Stop getting bought up by Epic.
I mean, I don't blame them.
See, that's the thing. I can't really blame them either, because they're probably getting lots of good money for it, which helps
Well, it
develop
gives
more
them
games
security.
in the future.
They just they don't know if their game's gonna do well. If their game fails, there's a very high chance they may go out of business. If Epic could essentially say, "Hey, we're gonna give you money so you can be on our platform," then it gives them the freedom to essentially do what they want with their game and take chances.
Yeah. So honestly, I shit on Epic, but like, I can't blame a game
And for
dev
the most part, their platform's
for
not
doing
that bad. Honestly, the biggest thing that bugs me is that they don't have a shopping cart and they don't have regional currency.
Yeah, that is kind of a shitter.
It makes it really hard for me to judge how much money I'm spending when I have to change it from Canadian to USD. Other than that, I haven't had any issues with the platform. I think people give it too hard of a time because of the stuff that happened early.
Yeah, I agree. Like
And I mean,
Steam,
to be fair, a lot of the stuff that happened early, especially when it came to them checking through your computer files and stuff, was pretty sketchy.
Yeah, and like with Steam, even Steam was shit when it first came out. Steam used to be awful from what I heard.
Yeah, I didn't get into it quite that early, so I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Even though I've had my Steam account for like, I think 10 years now.
The forest is on.
Yeah, same.
Hi, my name is Jason Canham. I'm the lead designer of the puzzle platforming adventure.
So yeah, I think you're right. I think people give Epic
Scully's story
too hard of a
revolves around
time
destructive
sometimes.
feud between four siblings
And I mean, their
who just
whole
happen to be
policy of
elemental
buying out
deities, and
developers
their
to make them
conflict
exclusive
threatens to
does
destroy
kind of
the
hurt
island
the
they
industry in a
call
little
home.
bit, I feel.
So who
But
or what is Scully?
I understand
Well,
that.
I'll let Scully's friend
It's no different
Terry
than being a
explain that.
console. You
After
gotta have
all,
exclusive
he's the one
games.
that brought Scully to
Yeah.
life.
Especially when you're trying to build
On
a
his own,
base like
Scully
that.
can
Otherwise,
roll
you're not going to
quickly
get people to
and
use your
climb
platform.
vines. Scully is quick and nimble, and he can also take on other forms to help him overcome obstacles.
This reminds me a
Ooh.
lot of Tearaway, actually.
This magical being is
See,
Scully's
never
swift
seen
form.
much
He
of
can run
Tearaway.
fast and magically move objects
Yeah,
along
it's
the ground.
basically just like a 3D platformer with like puzzle elements in it, and it looks interesting.
In this gameplay showcase, you'll get a sense of the feud between Terry and his younger siblings. Terry argues with his sisters Wanda and Fiona, trying to find a way to end their conflict. Meanwhile, Scully is infiltrating Fiona's dangerous, fiery territory. This is Scully's vault form. It can lift objects and double jump.
I mean, it looks really
Yeah.
neat from what I'm seeing.
And finally, this
I'm liking
beefy
this a lot,
creature
too.
is Scully's strong form. It can destroy
Ye-
enemies and punch through walls. The key to success is
What?
to use all of Scully's different forms together.
I mean, you know,
to
you
solve
eating the
puzzles
skull.
and overcome obstacles.
Yeah.
And I can't say it any better than Terry himself.
Scully, you really are something special.
We can't wait for players to experience Scully's journey on August 4th.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Wow, I'm gonna have to start looking at the tearaway. A chicken! You're a chicken in the
Tearaway's
Noir
really
setting.
cool.
A rough night
I'm pretty sure the first game is exclusive to beta, but you can get Tearaway refolded or reloaded, whatever it's called, on PS4. That's how I played it.
What a
Okay.
pleasant surprise.
I'll have to look into
Once
that.
The cop was in person.
And I mean, the one on PS4 is technically a sequel, but there's not really much to the story, so you really don't need to know anything to go into it.
That's good then.
Yeah.
Gotta find out who
It was a cute, quirky game. It's the kind of game you play once. They have a lot of cool stuff with the touchpad in particular that they use, but it's definitely not a game you probably play over and over again, at least not in my opinion.
After you, boss.
You play it once for the experience, and then you're pretty much done with it. I think in total it took me probably about 6 or 8 hours or so to beat.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
The legendary chicken police is back together.
I do like a lot of the stuff they're showing in this trailer for Scully. It looks really cool.
Yeah, Scully does look good. But Megan, what about Chicken Cop here? Chicken
Yeah.
Police, I was close.
Are you
I was close. Okay, that I'm digging. I do like Chicken Police.
I mean, it definitely seems like an interesting idea, similar to something like the pigeon dating game. I'm forgetting the name of it.
Creed Valley.
Hatful Boyfriend?
Mine's worldview is maintained
Yes.
here, right? Looks pretty much as I remember it.
This looks Bastion. This looks very Bastion-y.
This place has been
Very similar art style, yeah.
Something is keeping the mind closed and stuck.
Ta-da!
What?
Welcome to
Huh.
the party, chums.
Let's celebrate the liberation of the mind. Damn! Everything's so staying boring.
Everything is nearly dead.
Wake up, wake
All right.
up, up the jam. Yeah, there's a party waiting.
Yeah, sure, I'm in. Why not? I'm making look. It's your studio. Bedtime Digital Games.
Figment Creed Valley is supposed to come out winter 2020.
Okay, awesome.
Huh. So this is looking like another city sim type game.
Ah, but you got defend. Oh boy.
Oh, so it's very similar to the other one we saw, just in a fantasy setting. At least this is looking more fantasy than, I can't remember the name of the game. Riftbreaker.
Yeah. I'd say you right. Oh, it's taking off. Getting the fuck out.
See you later, folks.
It's like, I'm out, lads. Oh, where cities can fly. Okay. Nomad cities. Alright. I'm intrigued.
Hi everyone, I'm Pico. I'm the lead developer of Garden Story. It's my passion project and has been for about 2 years.
Ooh.
I do all the art,
It's cute.
code,
Looks cute.
game design, and writing for
This
the game.
is looking like
Garden
it might
Story
be
is
similar
really
to
just
something like
everything that
Stardew.
I've wanted to see in video
Oh,
games
you're
over
right.
now. Not just mechanically or
Where's my mayo?
design-wise, but also culturally and emotionally.
I don't think
I'm
everything's
working
gonna be
really
about
hard to
Mayo
make
in this
sure
game.
that those things come through in the end.
but that
and
was
I
the
hope
best
when it
part of
comes out, you'll
Stardew.
all enjoy it.
No, I'm sure there was a lot of good
what's
parts to
up?
Stardew,
My name is
dude.
Graham,
You played like
and
200
I'm
hours of
the
it, didn't you?
composer
I did
and
play a lot of
sound
it, yes.
designer for Garden Story. So
But
basically
Mayo.
what that means is that I'm in charge of creating all of the music for the game and the majority of the sound effects as well. As the person that's in charge of making all of the audio for the game and for people in game audio in general, I think it's really important for us to prioritize using music and sound in a way that really makes the player feel as immersed as possible and make them really
Yeah,
feel
even that
like
kinda looks a bit
they're
like
a
Stardew
part
with the
of
request board.
story and a part of the world of the game.
I'm liking the art style for this
My
stuff.
job
It's very
I am too.
simplistic, but it's really cute.
communicating a lot
Yeah,
with
no, I
the
really love the
game's
cute art
artist and
style to it.
developer Picogram. getting a lot of information from.
Honestly,
and
I think
then
almost all the games we've seen in
translating
here
that
have looked really good, which is
in a
nice.
musical
Yeah, they
way,
do.
away with sound effects
Like, even the
to
ones that I'm like,
enhance
yeah, I don't know if
the
it's really my kind of thing, I still think they look
this
good.
game is.
Oh yeah, there was only like I think maybe
To me,
one or two that I
Garden
saw that
Story
really just didn't look
is a
that
game
good.
that has
But
this
I know obviously there's a
overarching
decent
theme
amount
of
that don't
growth,
really appeal to me, but
whether
I can
that's
see that they're good
growth
for
in a
other people.
personal sense
Yeah.
with the game's main
Like Chicken
character,
Police.
Concord,
Chicken Police may not appeal to
Yeah,
you.
I don't think
but-
Chicken Police is one of my games.
But
Definitely
Chicken Police definitely appeals to me. Hell yeah.
in the game,
Give me that
trying
Chicken
to
Police.
restore these communities and be kind
It's
of
a me.
like this glue.
I
that
do
keeps
think a
things
lot of the
together throughout the world of the game.
Stardew Valley fan base is really gonna like this game.
For sure. That guy's a good
Yes,
beard.
I do like how they
Mercy
included a
Games
Mario
is
reference there. That was
indie
great.
studio
Yeah.
and publisher. We make our own games in-house, and we sometimes publish other games, which is what we're doing with Garden Story.
We actually met Pico Graham through the Portland Indie Game Squad, which is a community group in Portland dedicated to helping game developers meet and make
There
games
is a
together.
demo for Garden Story.
We worked with them on
That's awesome.
Summer
I have to
Slow
look into
Jams,
it. Man,
one of our
we
annual
have a lot of
game
demos
jams,
to play.
And since then, we really,
Yeah,
really
I'm gonna
liked
have
the
to go
game,
and look through these later. I'm
wanted
literally
to
just
give
adding
more
all of my wish
resources and
list
put
and
some
even
time
ones that look
into it
interesting to me.
as can be, and now we're just having a blast working on it.
There's a lot of games in here. I'm not gonna remember most of these off the top of my head.
Yeah, that's something I'm kind of getting worried about. There's a lot that I'm interested in, but since you have that little list, I'll be able to keep.
Yeah, the
tabs
list
on some
definitely
of
makes it
these.
easier. I did have to use it to look up a few of the games from earlier in the presentation
And
that I saw.
especially working on the community side of things, it's been extra heartwarming to see the game resonate.
we shouldn't
with
have
so
too
many
much
people
more.
because of these themes, both at physical events like PAX and the Mix, which
That's
we
a cute
had the
little poster, I
opportunity to
like that.
attend earlier in the year, as well as through digital spaces and events like Ludo Naricon, or watching streamers broadcast and talk about these themes in this game with their community. So it's been really exciting.
Yeah,
to
this
see
is
that
definitely looking really cute. I need to get
Garden
around to
Story is
playing
really
Stardew.
exciting
It's just
to me
quite a
because
time-consuming
it reminds me
game.
of some of my favorite
It
games
is.
growing up.
It
Games
is,
of the
but
past,
it's fun.
and
It's
has a lot of
enjoyable.
really cool elements for some of my
Yeah,
indie
because when I
games,
was playing it, I was playing the
out in the past
multiplayer
few
with
years.
Heather, and I mean
So
we
it's kind
played
of this
probably
perfect
like 3 or
marriage
4 hours
between
of that,
nostalgia
but it just wasn't nearly as enjoyable because like
exciting
the pace
stuff
of the
that's
game was dictated
games.
whether or not we
Working
wanted to
with
both
Pico
keep
Graham has
going or
been
not.
really awesome on this.
Yeah.
This is actually the first game that
Yeah, I mean, Megan,
publishing
if you ever
Mercy
played it,
Games.
I'd watch you stream
So
it.
We're really pumped to be a part of that.
I don't stream,
everybody on
though.
the team has been working super hard
But
on the game
Megan,
over the past year.
Come on, you could stream it on Twitch.
and
If you
we're
want,
really
you could
excited for
even
you to check
stream
it
it
out.
just
So
for
you
me. I mean,
can
I don't know.
go
I
on
like
Steam
watching
right
you
now
stream
and
games.
download
Yeah, I
the
thought you
demo
were
for
gonna
Garden
supposed to say,
Story
oh,
for
you could
free.
stream it on
We're
Mixer.
gonna leave that up for
Well, I mean,
the
true, you
foreseeable
could. You could be a Mixer
Facebook.
streamer.
Really hope you enjoy it.
Well, I don't know, Megan. I don't know about Facebook. I think it's going a little too far. Mixer
I
is at
wouldn't
least
stream
fair.
on Facebook. I don't want it to be attached to my actual profile.
But then, Megan, your family could watch you. They'd be like, oh, look, it's little Megan going and
I
you know,
mean, my
streaming
family
video
wouldn't watch
games.
Facebook. If anything, it would end up being the girls from work. Assuming, you know, they would actually want to watch a stream like that. Usually they just stream in Tagala the entire time. Like I watched a little bit of one of their streams a while ago where they were streaming their kids going trick-or-treating and such.
Oh, that's fun.
But, yeah, I didn't watch too long because I couldn't understand what they were saying, but it was cute.
I mean, it sounds cute. Little kids doing the trick-or-treats. It's like, hell yeah.
Well, yeah, and I think her kid was like, I want to say like 4 or 5. I don't remember what he was dressed as, but this is looking really interesting, actually.
Yeah, I feel like a broken record because so many of these look like I like the style of so many of these.
I do like how they all look very different from one another, even the ones that have very similar styles.
Yeah.
And it's pretty rare that they look quite different. Usually it looks like they all copy each other.
So this is an East Indian based thing then. Eh? It
Yeah, I
has
would
to
assume
be.
so.
That's interesting. You don't see that too much. If it is.
No, definitely not.
And that's cause see, like she does look
Ooh,
very
you
East
can climb
Indian.
up the walls in combat. That's really cool.
That is cool. Yeah, I am liking this. Raji, yeah. An
Raji,
ancient epic.
okay.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm in. I'm in for that.
There
one
is
too.
a demo for Raji.
Damn it, there's so many demos I need to play now. I like it though.
I actually already
We'll
had
do
this on my wish list.
it.
Okay.
Really? Dude, nice.
See, that's what
Ooh.
happens, is I look on Steam, I see something that's interesting, and then I forget that it's on my wish list.
That's happened.
That's why I have like
recently, I've seen.
230 games on my wish list.
I thought he was gonna like fall over. That's it. Get those bugs out of here. We don't need no bugs. Ah. Don't know what's better, the bugs or that thing.
See, that looks cool, but that trailer doesn't really tell you much of what the game actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Hi there.
So...
My name is Erwin Lacoon, and I'm the team lead at Ape Tribe Games, based in New York. We're working on a game called Disjunction.
Apparently it's a
which is
mixture of
cyberpunk
a
style
puzzle
action
game along with a
RPG set in
Metroidvania
futuristic
game.
New York
And a
City.
platformer.
Okay, that sounds
In
good to me.
Disjunction, you play as 3 characters as they unravel a citywide conspiracy, and you get to choose whether to play the game really sneakily or go in guns blazing. On top of that, the way you choose to play the game has real consequences and affects the outcome of events during the game as well as the game's ending. We're making Disjunction because we love stealth games, RPGs, and the cyberpunk genre, and this is a good way to combine all
More
those things
cyberpunk,
into
yeah.
one package. Thanks for listening and for checking out Disjunction.
It does look interesting, but I don't think it's something I would want to play, personally.
Yeah, kind of same here. It does look good, but don't know if it's one I'd like be chomping at the bit to play, right?
It is a little lame that a lot of the stuff they literally just showed us is in this trailer, though.
Yeah, that is kind of unfortunate.
It's just like, why even bother playing the trailer after it? It's literally almost the entire same thing, you know?
Yeah. This has sound to it, make it.
It does have sound to it, I suppose.
Summer 20.
Not really much, mostly just cyberpunk music and gun sounds, but...
Yeah, you know, but...
Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Basta Auger from Nimble Giant. Nimble Giant is one of the biggest and oldest Latin American game developer studios. We're located in Buenos Aires. Currently, I'm from home, obviously, but if you go to our website, you'll find cool photos of the office and also more on the history of the studio. So I am.
I saw an anime figurine on that one
director
guy's
for
desk.
Quantum League. Quantum League is a project that we've been working on since now over 3 years.
Okay, we haven't seen any
It
actual
first
sports
started
S
in
games. It looks like this might be
2017,
like a team-based
while we're
shooter based
holding
on
a company-wide
how
game
this
jam.
looks.
During that game jam, the concept for Quantum League came up, and there were some developers crazy enough to want to continue
okay.
working on a prototype. And well, as these things go, the first prototype was ugly, but it was already showing some promise of fun. And during the playtest at the end of the game jam, we saw that it had a lot of potential. So we kept
It's a
actually
competitive
building
online
on it and
FPS
working on it
with
slowly
time
at
loop
first, and then
elements and
picking up
you can
pace
play in 1v1 or
until
2v2
here we
matches.
are at the eve of the game's release in early
Sounds
access.
fun, actually.
Quantum League
It
a
is
1
already
versus
in
1,
early
2
access,
versus 2 online shooter,
so
in which all
it
players
is
are
available
trapped
to
in a
play.
time
That's cool.
Each time the time loop rewinds, all players
I will
will
say
be
it looks very
cloned,
similar to
and they'll be
Overwatch,
able to
just
play
with obviously without all
alongside
the hero
these time
abilities.
clones. So in effect, we're looking for players
Yeah,
to build
that might be
team
cool to
strategies
pick up
with
at some point.
themselves. But also,
I'm not
this
huge into
allows
FPS games,
players
though,
to
so I might not
invent
end up playing it.
weird
Yeah, once again,
paradoxical
this is
effects,
kind of more
like, for
my
instance,
my
killing
thing,
the guy
really.
who killed you before he kills you with one of
But
your
it
clones,
looks good.
or,
I'm liking this.
affecting the timeline, or playing as a ghost and then unkilling yourself and then coming back from a ghost and then winning
seems
the point.
unique.
So it is kind of hard to explain like this. I really hope
looking
you
at
get
the
to see
reviews,
the trailer
though, it does
and
seem like they
get
have
to see
some
more of the
issues
game.
with
And I
matchmaking.
do hope that all
And,
the nerds within you from time travel
apparently
will
there's
enjoy
not a lot of people playing the game, so it
again,
takes a while to
this
get
is
into
Balthazar
games, so
from
there's a possibility
signing
that
off,
the community
and have
might
fun.
die just because there's not enough people buying into the game.
That's kind of the problem with having a game like this, right? Where it's like online only.
Yeah.
Hopefully it does alright, at least, because...
I mean, it looks like it has a lot of
interesting.
potential, and hopefully after this indie showcase, it might actually pick up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of the whole thing, right? Like, making an online-only PvP game, like, it's really dependent on the player base. And I mean, I don't imagine that there's not a lot of people complaining about, like, the actual issues of the gameplay, from what I can see here. There's not a ton of reviews yet, though. But it's only a couple people that really have stuff. Like this guy saying, this probably would make a pretty decent free-to-play game.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully they don't wait too long and have it die like Lawbreakers did. Because Lawbreakers looked like it had a lot of potential, but there just wasn't enough people playing the game, and from what I understand, there were some very weird mechanics in the game that people didn't like. But it is an early access game, so I would expect it to not have a ton of players just yet.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, it has potential. I am intrigued.
It did release in early access what looks to be about 2 months ago or so, the end of May. Or I guess it's actually only a couple weeks ago, never mind. I am not doing my days properly.
That's gonna make a lot of my days
early. It's like, it's been out for like 4 or 5 weeks at this point. This is looking cool.
Yeah, I like, I do like me a good brawler.
Yeah, it's like a brawler mixed with like a sports game.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't clue into like the kind of soccer-ish element, at least with the ball. And the net, I guess it didn't need to be soccer.
No, it definitely looks interesting. I do like all the arenas look interesting. I wonder like how different the characters play from one another though. Or if they're literally just skins.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I'd be interested in trying it. Ooh, rating pending. This could be a really dirty one. Careful, Megan. Avert your eyes.
Oh, this is the other one I saw from that other developer.
Is it?
Yeah, it looks kind of interesting.
Once again, like with a lot of these games, I do like the style to it.
I definitely like this art style a lot. It's very subtle and it's still detailed enough that it doesn't look like they didn't really put effort into it. I find a lot of those pixel games that go for the minimalist art styles, they look a little bland.
Yeah, it's spooky though.
It's looking cute though.
I mean, it's looking cute right up until the end when you got that big shadow thing with like the teeth and the small eyes.
Well,
then
yeah.
it's not quite as cute then, but it looks good. It looks really good. It does look kind of cute.
Hey, I'm Dato, and I'm Sandro, and we're two-man team hailing from Tbilisi, Georgia. We're making role-playing games set in alternative
prehistoric role-playing game, huh?
Interesting.
The title of the game is The Way of Russ. It combines good old-school mechanics like deep tactical
turn-based
combat,
tactical RPG,
dynamic story with some cool new ideas like fort management, survival, hunting, and intricate shaman rituals.
I mean, I like good shaman ritual.
In ancient mystical world of curses, gods.
I would definitely be interested in a game like this, I think. It's hard to tell because there's only a couple screenshots here, but I'm trying to see like actual gameplay.
I'm making you cheating.
You can learn more about
a little bit.
on our website, The Way of Russ.
Megan, here's about game. Type. I now know everything about the game. No, it sounds interesting. It sounds really interesting. I like the idea of a game like that.
Yeah, it definitely looks pretty cool.
And once again, it's unique because it's like prehistoric Bronze Age kind of stuff. Something you don't really see too much of anymore. If ever, right? You don't really see it.
Yeah, prehistoric era is one they generally don't go into, and I don't blame them. There's only so much you can do with that, assuming you're going to be accurate to the actual technology that's available at the time.
Yeah. Give me spirit. Let me hunt mammoth. You know.
It doesn't remind me a lot of something like Divinity Original Sin or even Dungeon Siege.
See, this seems interesting.
Base building on this too. Okay.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by this one. I feel like it's one I'd enjoy. Oh, that's a big bear though. That's a pretty big bear.
Yeah, this is definitely one that looks appealing to me.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, no, I'm down for this. This does seem good.
Premiere.
Go Yahtzee, go.
Dude, hell yeah, man! Honestly, hearing Yahtzee's really making me want to watch some Zero Punctuation.
Yeah, I know, right? I haven't watched any in forever. I really should.
Like, honestly, there's a time a little bit ago and I was thinking, like, man, is Yahtzee still doing, like, 0 punctuation? I guess he is. But, which is good, because he always did a good job.
That is, quite a long time to be doing something like that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the last video he posted was 5 days ago on Minecraft Dungeons, so he's still doing it like once a week kind of thing.
Dude, nice. Good job, Yahtzee.
He even did a 0 punctuation on the corrupted blood incident from World of Warcraft.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you heard about that, but
oh, yeah.
Oh, it's such a cool thing, honestly.
Dude, yeah, the corrupted blood incident is like so notorious. It's like so good.
I know, and I've like heard details about it, and I've never played WoW. Like,
it's really interesting. It was so interesting. Like, yeah.
I do like the art style of this one. I'm not entirely sure what the gameplay's supposed to be. It looks like it might be a puzzle type game.
Yeah, I don't really know either, but like the art style, like I say, does look pretty good.
Because it looks like you're mostly flipping switches and activating stuff to get through corridors as the little ball.
Yeah.
Along with dodging enemies, because I assume you won't be able to fight them.
Well, I mean, you are a ball, so theoretically, I guess you could like roll
so
over
it might have some
things.
stealth elements to it too, from the looks of it. I don't know. It looks interesting.
It looks interesting. I'm not too sure how. I'm not too sure if I would really play it. But, you know, it looks alright.
It'd be one of those things I probably wouldn't pick up unless I could get it really cheap. But it might be something fun to play. Something different.
World premiere!
It's supposed to come out March 2021.
Oh, wow.
A dark shadow is being cast upon Gerenduck. With it,
is that Toothless?
That's like a zombie version of Toothless, dude. It's terrifying.
A little bit.
Also, I'm pretty sure his fire's not orange. It's like a bluish color.
I'm making details.
I mean, details are important. Hell, you like Metal Gear Solid. You would think you would understand details.
Okay, Megan, look, you're right, 100%. Alright, don't call me out like this.
If you want to make a stand.
Oh. Okay. I know it's probably still in beta, but that looks a little janky, just having a glove holding the bow.
A little bit.
I like this a lot, though. I really like fantasy set games, like, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm not saying this is a meme, but you can ride a dragon in first person by the looks of it, and that's kind of cool.
I know! Riding dragons is cool, okay? I wish there was more games, well, good games that actually did it.
Yeah.
I still need to play Divinity Dragon Commander. My brother said it's actually a pretty decent game.
Conditional obliteration.
This actually looks pretty alright.
Soulkeeper Chronicles.
Looks
that
alright.
is kind of an edgy name, but I like it.
Probably. Hell, I'm down for it though.
World premiere.
Like that looks pretty good. Looks good to me.
I can't find it on Steam.
Petro.
Okay, it's another arcade racer, I take it?
That's a lot of lights on the front of that car. Are those lights? Yeah, I guess those are lights.
Yeah, that's supposed to be lights.
Once again, it looks good. Might not be my kind of game necessarily, but it looks really nice.
Yeah, I mean, it does look cool. I'm just curious if it plays more like an arcade racer, or if it's something similar to like maybe Need for Speed or Most Wanted, where it's like an open world type game. It looks like it might just be an arcade racer though.
Yeah, it's kind of the vibe I'm getting.
Because it looks like they're trying to essentially make a version of like Gran Turismo and Need for Speed, like the original games.
Now, I do like the car variety.
Yeah, no, it definitely looks interesting.
I like how that one car had a suitcase on top of it. I'd probably use that car, to be honest. Okay.
They also have a game on Steam called the Soul Keeper
Hope you enjoyed all
VR,
those
which the
indie
same
games.
company
Again,
made,
if you
and
didn't, just
apparently if you
confused as to why
own
you
that,
stuck
you
around. But
also
if you
get a
did,
free
why not come
copy
to the
of
post-show live streams
Soul
for
Keeper
even more
Chronicles
indie
if you
game
purchase it
content?
before
You'll get to see gameplay,
January
hands-on demos,
2020, so I
developer
guess you have to
interviews,
already
all
own
hosted
it
by
at this
Nick
point.
Calandra and Jack Packard. June
That's
12th
cool.
to June 14th from 11 a.m.
But
to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. All in all, it'll be a great
there's
weekend for people
no
who
Steam
eat,
page for
sleep,
the
and breathe
actual
indie game
one
content.
they just showed
It
here.
sounds like it'd be a very difficult condition to live with, so you might enjoy a moment of respite.
It looks like this VR game they made a few years ago. It came out in 2017. Okay. Well, there was definitely a lot of really cool stuff in that show.
Yeah, that was really good. I enjoyed a lot of that. I don't really have anything that I disliked. I had stuff that maybe didn't interest me as much, but nothing I outright really disliked, right?
Yeah, I think there was a couple games overall that I really didn't like, but there was definitely a few in particular that I will keep my eyes on.
Yeah, definitely. Like, oh, my phone is dead. I was gonna like open it up and be like, oh, like this one or this one or.
Yeah, I'm just looking through the list here just to remember the names of them, because like obviously Game Deck looked really good.
Game Deck, yeah, Game Deck's definitely one of my number ones.
I really did like
this.
the look of Gray Skies as well, and Gone Viral.
Gone Viral looked really good. Gray Skies did look pretty solid. Chicken Police, I know that's
Bird
a
and
me
Cage
thing.
definitely looks like something that I would like a lot.
Bird and Cage looked good.
And Raji, that one looked really good as well.
Raji looked good.
And Scully.
Scully looked good. I think Scully's probably more your thing. I did think Scully looked good, but for some reason that one didn't really grab me personally. But I agree that it did look good.
And We Are the Caretakers.
Which one was that again?
That was the
Oh, that was the
one with the
Destiny
stream
stuff.
experience stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then the first game they showed, Windbound, actually looked really cool too.
Windbound looked good. Megan, where's the
Yeah,
love for Chicken Police? Where's the love for Chicken Police, Megan?
It doesn't really seem like a game that I would enjoy personally.
Ah, Megan. How could you?
I mean, it looks interesting, don't get me wrong, but like I've never been a huge fan of like those quirky visual novel games. I still need to go and play Hatful Boyfriend. But
yeah, gotta get yourself your pigeon BF.
And I will say I'm very interested in the Soul Keeper Chronicles as well.
Soul Keeper Chronicles look good. I did like the last game that they showed too. That whatever it was, the one that you can't find on Steam. That one looked interesting. Yeah, there were so many good ones that honestly looked really, really good in my opinion. Definitely Game Deck I'd say is my number one though, for sure. My number one.
Yeah, Game Deck is definitely the number one that I saw on there.
Yeah, Game Deck's like, yes, give me that video game.
Wow, someone actually went to the effort to timestamp all the games in the comments here.
Oh really? Oh, that's dedication. That's good dedication.
I know, right?
All right. Yeah, you know, Megan,
No,
I'd
it's definitely
say
great to see some stuff.
yeah, and that was a very good indie showcase. Very, very nice. Well, Megan, I will say thank you for watching that with me. That was really, really good. See,
Yeah,
I think
it
if I
was
watched it
definitely
by
fun to watch
myself, yeah, like if I watched it by myself, I don't think it would have been like as interesting. But watching with you, and you know, like I feel like we do share a lot of game interests in common, but you know, we do have our little differences. Yeah, like I'll say Chicken Police once again. That's a game that I would definitely like, but a game that you wouldn't. And you know, a game like Scully. Like I said, I thought Scully looked interesting, but that's I don't know. That one didn't hook me like it hooked you. And
No,
definitely.
definitely.
I think it's
It seemed very similar to a lot of like the older 3D platformers I play. It does remind me a lot of stuff like Spyro, and I feel like that's probably why I like it so much.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, no, it's a lot of good games, man. Indie games are so awesome, dude. Indie games are so good.
No, it's definitely nice. I didn't even know about the showcase, so it was really nice to see a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I don't know about it either. Bass Ackwards on stream's been like, oh, have you seen the indie showcase? And I'm like, no, not yet, actually, but I haven't heard of it. What is it? And he was like, oh, it's the Escapist. And I was like, okay, cool, because I wanted to watch it. And he was like, oh, let's see your reactions and stuff. And I'm like, Only problem with that is, I should save my stream time for some of these the mini games I need to get through before new ones come out, and also take my time, which 2 minutes.
And I mean that's fair, because you think about it, you do this on stream, this is at least 2 hours. Assuming you don't have a conversation with everyone after the stream, it probably end up being about 2.5 hours at least.
Yeah, honestly, probably, yeah. So that's why I figured, get Megan. She can be a nice little co-commentator. She's great. She knows her video games. She's a pro. And it's like, do it as a little thingy, and then if anyone wants to see it, then hey, cool. There you go, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And it gives me some original content that's not on my stream, so it's also kind of nice. Thank you very much for that, Megan. It was very awesome.
Yeah, it was good.